And that's what I call a transition.
Amazing.
Wild. We're having a
We're doing
time.
great.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Great.
We're not stressed. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm not stressed. Drew's the one who's stressed.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Drew's
have
carrying
no
all the
stress.
stress for us.
You know what?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Fuckwits. Some of us are super stressed,
Whoa!
okay?
Hey now. You can
Hey.
say I fuck,
That's
but
Miss
don't comment on my
Fuckwit to
wit.
you. It's Dr. Fuckwit to you.
Yeah. That's Dr. Fuck you.
PhD with
Please,
I said it
Fuckwit was
so
my
long.
father.
It's
That's
true, I am
Fuckwit
PhD.
Esquire to you, my friend.
I don't want to print it. I want to download it.
I really just wanted the roll on the R though when you said I don't want to print it. Like just
I want to print it.
Hi everyone. Welcome
Hey.
to D&D.
Welcome to Nightmares of the Midnight Vale. That's your host having a breakdown. Our dungeon daddy, Drew.
Hi.
I wish we could fully see Drew's face right now.
I like the fact that we can't. It just adds to the
It
chaos,
just adds
honestly.
to it. That makes sense.
Never guessing right in the full game is a statistical wonder.
I fixed it. All right, we're good. All right.
Take an imaginary cookie
okay,
because I don't
cool.
have real ones to give you. I'm sorry.
Hi, hello everyone. Welcome. Hi. I'm not stressed. There's not a hurricane. There's not a hurricane coming towards me that's gonna wipe us away. No, we're fine. Anyways, hi, I'm Drew, your humble dungeon daddy for the evening. Welcome to Nightmares of the Midnight Vale. This is the cast. Say hi, cast.
Hi, Cass.
Oh, great. Wonderful. I love this. All right. We're actually gonna
That sounded
Drew went from stressed to just like a, hi everyone, how are you? Say hello. All right,
Also,
moving on. Shut up.
The reason that you heard Brennan Lee Mulligan in the background is that he's here in the room with us.
It's true.
so
He's got a gun to my head.
Salami into an open furnace in my torso.
we are gonna do something just a touch different before we start chilling. Hey. V, can you tell me an interesting fun fact about Hope?
Oh. An interesting fun fact about Hope
Just something
is... Yeah. The little kind of like the tendrils that make up her hair may or may not grow at the same rate of hair.
Who am I going after next? Jakey, what you got? What's a fun fact about either a mirror or how?
There's one I want to say. A fun fact about them, one of them loves apples with every fiber of their being. The other one, their favorite fruit is pineapple.
Ooh.
So they both like variation of apple.
You're up next, Luna. What's up with Melier? What's a fun fact?
A fun fact.
Just a fun little fact, you know? Just a fun
fact. She really wishes she could get tattoos like people that wear fleshies. Like,
Just be a Sharpie, babe. It's fine.
yeah.
I want to be where the fleshies are. Sorry.
Engraving pen.
I didn't know how else to say it.
Tattoo in.
Fleshies. Like,
No, it's great.
Engraving pen or like
gummies in the UK.
soldering iron. Yeah.
I love this.
anyway.
And Jim, what's a fun fact about Dierdre?
Completely unique to adventurers in any D&D campaign, Dierdre has parents that are alive.
That is true.
That
What?
parents.
New quest. We have to find them and kill them.
I actually can't become an adventurer until they're dead, so I'm just vibing, you know?
We're just vibing here. We're just vibing. Do we have any shills today?
We got a couple of shields, I think.
Okay.
I have been known to shill.
Let's do some shills.
Well, hey, Jen, do you want to take it away with the first shill?
Oh, I mean,
Unless do you want to say? Because I have a quick shill. I have a really quick shill.
Oh yeah, you go right ahead.
My shill is baby face. Because I've shaved. It's the product for you, where you can go from going like this, and then you can go like this.
For those of you on the podcast, we had double chin and then Giga Chat.
See, I call that to my friends worm face, where you just like, where you feel like a worm. That's really what you say to your partner. When you're like, would you love me if I'm a worm?
All I can think about, I'm sorry, I know that's not the face you're trying to make, but all I can think about is handsome Squidward.
Oh, Hundo, that is the face.
I hate
It's
it.
with the eyebrows, you know.
Yeah, the eyebrows is really what does it.
But yeah,
I am proud of my powerful eyebrows. That's my other part of my ad. Powerful eyebrows.
Powerful eyebrows. We love them. You need them.
give Dwayne Johnson a run for his money.
Hey, it's me, Dwayne Johnson from Fortnite. God.
But yeah, I
that's
like. But yeah, I guess like I suppose I can chill. I'm not really prepared or anything like that, but I guess I can. Choose some ASMR. Hi friends, this is Blazagen here with Dicey Encounters TTRPG to tell you that you should in fact support Jakey Boy Arts on startplaying.com/gm/JakeyBoy. That's startplaying.com/gm/JakeyBoy. We currently have a Monday game going on that I am part of. If you wish to hear the sweet dulcet tones of my morning voice, feel free to join. If you wish to hear the sweet dulcet tones of Jakey Boy, please join. That's startplaying.com/gm/JakeyBoy. That's startplaying.com/gm/JakeyBoy, where Jakey Boy will bring you through a cascade of wonder, and you will meet my Tressum companion, Sweet Fury.
I was good for the whole thing, and then you brought up the Tressum. Just to give y'all a little sampler, Sweet Fury, the Tressum, is a Tressum that is a fae that has little flower aesthetic, and their voice is I have to go quite I have to reach deep in my chest, and it's really far back in there where
What wonders lie ahead as we go adventuring together?
So that's the Tressum voice.
That's a Tweety voice. Let me tell you. Tweety Pie or Tweety Bird? You decide.
But
yeah,
if you're My Little Pony voice. I'm sorry.
If you like fucking D&D, and you like Uwu voice, Jakey Boy's the one for you.
Uwu? Uwu?
Doing this face of
I will
feels
end
like a
this
weird
stream.
Uwu?
I will end it.
You won't. Stay here forever.
But yeah, that's my show.
Incredible, amazing.
Who's shilling next?
I have a very quick one. You've probably heard of Bad Button, but have you considered Worst Button? That's gaining me some disadvantage later. Oh no. Okay. Verity, don't worry. I got you. Because we have, of course, as we always do, some wild magic encounters, shills from yours truly. It includes Purple Nails, sponsored this week. Purple Nails.
Yep.
These are gorgeous, incredible. Actually having nails for a change, which is quite nice. Also sponsored by the soundtrack from Undertale, because I like feeling things apparently. And that's the way to do it. And
Also, Friendly Mulligan Rants. That's also who we're sponsored by.
Friendly Mulligan Rants, definitely a sponsor. But also, my and our favorite meal, rotisserie chicken. It's just delicious and succulent and wonderful. And I feel like, I could go on for hours about how much I love rotisserie chicken, but I feel like I need to throw it to our little rotisserie chicken. Jakey, take it away.
What? Why am I the rotisserie chicken?
You're our little rotisserie chicken.
You're our
Jakey.
little rotisserie
You've always been the little rotisserie chicken.
Always.
This stream is sponsored by Jakey, not understanding the bit, but still committing to it. Apparently, I'm a rotisserie chicken. Look at me, a yummy boy. Peel off my skin, eat it. Delicious.
Incredible.
That was a
Amazing.
bit.
Thank you, Jakey.
That was a bit.
Yeah, and I think that'll do us for this week for Shills. Oh no, one last thing. One last thing. A very, very happy birthday to our very own Jen, whose birthday is tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Oh,
happy
yeah.
birthday, happy birthday.
Oh yeah, it's my birthday tomorrow. I forgot.
You know.
Incredible.
I'm like, wow, it's someone's birthday tomorrow. Wow, I wonder who it is. It's me. One step closer into the abyss of death.
Wow.
That's how that song
Damn.
should always end for here on out forevermore.
One step closer to having
That
to
is
start
a
all over
beautiful
again.
rotisserie
Such a
chicken.
good rotisserie chicken.
Such a good rotisserie chicken.
Wait, I gotta I'm trying to make sure you're centered.
Oh,
Brought to you
why are you so
by
talented, Jakey.
Intense Jakey boy, little rotisserie chicken talent, you know?
Little rotisserie chicken doodle for the Bills on the
LRC.
Jakey, your name on my Discord has been a little rotisserie chicken for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been the same for me actually.
Okay,
Also for me.
I don't know why this bit is happening, but I will say when I was younger, it was a staple thing to randomly like after school just have like a full rotisserie chicken to myself because I was a ravenous child. Yeah, so that was a thing where I would just eat a rotisserie chicken everyone's gonna hate hearing this out loud, but it would be with a fork, knife, and like a bowl full of ranch dressing. If that paints anything about my character, I don't know what
Right
does.
next to me, I have a whole rotisserie chicken shredded, put onto a sandwich with a bowl of gravy to dip it in.
Woo! That's how it's done.
Yeah, during the
Girl
break we're gonna be
dinner.
doing rotisserie chicken and lingonberry jam because lingonberry jam is the shit.
Before we roll for recap, I would like to say Verity has given out an inspiration for V for the little rotisserie chicken and an inspiration for Jakey. Just for being the rotisserie chicken.
Also, thank you for the birthday wishes, Verity. I really appreciate it.
So now we shall roll for recap.
Oh shit, I probably need to deepen for that, hey?
I've got
my
a
God.
17.
Yeah, Jakey, give us a recap on last week.
I'm not, because I rolled a natural 20, and y'all could see that in D&D Beyond.
Oh God, am I doing?
Hey, I should probably open D&D Beyond, hey?
Listen, if I have to do the recap every week?
I helped last week.
You
Honestly,
did.
I
I've done
think
the
it's
recap
funnier if
every
you do
week.
it every week.
It's funnier every time.
I
Oh
rolled 12.
God.
Also, no, I can't do math. I was going to say I shouldn't use D&D Beyond. I should use my nice handmade dice that I have, but I realized I'm so bad at math today, and I've had such a long day. I'm not going
Hey, look,
to subject myself to any thinking.
That's like me with my shinies. Like, look at that pretty.
Ooh, let me eat it. Yum yum.
Look this, please.
Delicious.
Look it.
Yes,
Not
influence
by
of
Drew.
hand.
I'm sorry, Drew. Sorry, it's not yours.
Yeah, I don't know if I
That's
will
okay.
just use D&D Beyond today, or if I'll use my lovely maple and mint chip dice that I have. I don't know.
Ice
Oh,
cream
it's not that
dice.
focus. Ice cream dice.
I was gonna say,
Also,
Ice cream dice who's local to us. I'm not going to
Yeah.
dox us, but I've known that for a while. I just keep every time I think about it, that's fun.
Mm-hmm. I have
So
some very
My
beautiful dice
shinies
from Ice
are
Cream
Dark
Dice.
Moon dice right now.
nice.
Ooh.
We love Dark Moon dice.
Yeah.
All of my dice are in the process of getting packed up.
Because we're all
'cause I'm moving.
We're gonna start a compound and play D&D every day.
I mean, that sounds
You
like
don't mean compound. You don't mean compound. That's not the word you mean.
We mean a
starting a
harem.
cult.
Nope.
We mean a harem.
I mean, yeah, but like,
I love how Drew and I were like,
isn't a compound like a work camp or something? Like, Am I getting my words mixed up?
It can also be seen as
Could be a commune. We could call it a commune.
That's the word I was
Commune,
looking
that's the-
for.
yeah.
Been a
Yeah.
commune
I mean,
before. It is a vibe.
If we have a compound, we can have, fruit punch and stuff. So it'd be all great. Anyways.
The classic drink of compounds.
Well, if it's a
Sponsored
compound, you can say compound
Kool-Aid.
on my.
Kool-Aid.
Anyway.
Hey.
All right, what do we roll for recaps? What we got? I know we got a nat 20 for Jakey. I know we got a 17 here. What else? What else we got?
Out of 12.
A 13.
Big old 5.
I'm sorry, Jen.
I'm not. It's funny.
It's me, your resident recapper, please, Jen. Here at you with another recap.
Back
Because
again at
D&D Beyond
recapping.
knows.
Jen is back in the fucking building.
I am, in fact, back in the fucking building. Okay. Yeah,
Tiny
so,
drawings.
Tiny drawing.
he's so cute.
I love him.
So
I
cute.
won't love him in 5 minutes, but I love him right now.
But yeah, last time we left off on Nightmares of the Midnight Vale in the bar in the middle of fucking nowhere. I have the name somewhere, but it's somewhere. I don't know. I make bad notes. Yeah, it's a bar in the middle of the astral sea in a pocket dimension, with the lovely, where we met our lovely Melier, who proceeded to help us go on a shopping episode, our favorite. And we found out some cool things, like apparently people hunt hags for eyes as opposed to just hags giving people eyes, a thing that Dierdre had never known before. Bought some cool fruit, including rotisserie chicken berries, which as good as it sounds, which is not good. Bought some lovely ingredients for the proprietor of the tavern, and then proceeded to go into a pet store, which is historically a great idea for adventurers to go into, as we proceeded to help our good old friend Steve find a proper home, as he had been there for several weeks and was about to be donated to said hag and probably turned into a clothing rack. We found him a home with a lovely elven druid, who's bringing him to a nice and lovely greenhouse. And due to helping him out, we managed to pick up a baby mimic, which couldn't possibly go wrong. And addition to a ghost cat and an injured flying snake, which Wing was promptly fixed immediately after leaving, because even though we knew that he could be healed pretty quickly, we wanted that sick discount.
Literally, a discount for being sick.
Yeah, after that, proceeded to find some books on animal rearing, and returned back to the bar to see how our good and very drunk friend was doing, and proceeded to notice that he had somehow left the tavern and had returned back to the space that they were in before. Hand up. I don't know.
It's called the Soul Cellar Inn, and I just remembered.
The thing is, I was looking at my notes, and my notes say Soul Cellar Inn, and I'm just like, that's not the name of this place, is it?
It is.
It is, but
Can't be
It is. It is.
I just remembered because I have not written shit down. Let's be real.
I have Soul Cellar Inn. I also have Auntie Clairol, who is the definitely not a hag, definitely kind, friendly old person that runs the shop for components. But yeah, and then we proceeded to exit the bar with Melier in tow, who was given a task by her lovely friend and boss to track down some people in the material plane. So last we left off, we had met upon a familiar but not so familiar face. And that was last week on Dice Encounters TTRPG, aka Nightmares of the Midnight Vale.
Yeah, inspiration for you. And V, inspiration for you, because you answered the question I was going to ask anyway. So, congrats.
See, I keep doing this where I have the name in my notes, and then I'm like, that couldn't possibly be.
The funny thing to me is I literally said it after you're like, I can't remember the name, and it just didn't process in your brain.
Incredible.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just glad nobody stole our coin, because that seemed like it was going to be a thing that was going to happen for so long.
Yeah,
I
right?
mean, it was an option.
That could happen. So we last left off with the group getting back to the material plane, opening up the door, and seeing a familiar figure without a familiar face sitting in the corner with a book. As the book slowly lowers down, you see the same colored skin of your friend, but with a much different face and now with horns. And this is where we have left off.
Can't tell if that's real or an illusion. And Melie resists the urge to poke his face. Just figure out.
I think they shuffle around a little bit on the bed they're sitting. They're sitting like cross-legged facing the wall. And like did almost that thing where they're like a rat leaning over a book and then just like head turned as everybody like walked in. But then like did the little like knee shuffle and closed the big old book. Places it to the side and like adjusts position. Hey.
Hi.
You two, and points at Hope and Dierdre. I don't recognize you, but you seem eccentric. That's hi.
Because I don't think I recognize you.
You are new. Or new to us.
Yeah. Okay. So and they get up and they're about the same like height-ish, maybe a little shorter than Amir was. They've changed clothing, and they're wearing just like a very baggy sweater. Another one that like Amir had, and just some like basic pants, shoes. And when they get up to walk over, the shadow they cast in the room takes and grabs the book and drags it off the bed into the satchel beside, and the satchel twists and turns to the other side of the bed and then like hooks on the bedpost. So there is going to be questions. I know I have questions. I have answers as well. I just finished reading a lovely book written by a very interesting person. So yeah.
I like books.
I didn't like that book very much. I mean, I read Amir's journal. I'm just gonna outright say it as it is. And yeah, hope you're right. I am a different person.
What do I call you?
You guys can all call me Garth. That is, yes, yeah. I'm just Garth is fine.
Also, pronouns.
Honestly, any, he and they are fine, but that stuff, you know, just call me anything. I'm cozy with whatever.
Where did you come from, if you don't mind me asking? If you know.
I don't fully, but Garth sits down, and as he sits, his shadow casts up the wall again, and as it does, Garth kind of like taps their hands very anxiously and isn't really like looking at anybody at any point, has been kind of like just staring at the floor. Clearly a similar sort of anxiety to Amir, but more so of just like there is a lot of information going through their head right now, and they are trying to flesh that out. But they show a depiction on their shadow of essentially the shadow reaches its hands and like shadow puppets, it twists into imagery where a form that looks like this tiefling is essentially walking, and on the other hand, a group of large lizard folk and creatures essentially surround and just start piercing this individual like rather violently in the shadow. That is the last thing I remember. But when your friend, who has a very, very low tolerance, went through that door, this is where my head starts to hurt, and Garth shows in the shadow then, almost as if through their left side of their eye, they see them basically being pierced. Through the right, they see stepping through the door. And when these two images peel apart, I don't know what your friend did exactly, but I know that I should be dead. I heard while he was stepping through the door a voice, a soft voice. They seemed nice, but I couldn't really understand it. Something about orchids and then I was here instead of being dead. I think I was offered a choice whether to, not be or be, and I made a bit of a selfish decision. That being said, while you guys were out, I still have all the memories and stuff of both Tweedledum and Tweedledummer, and the shadow shows on one hand like a mask and then the other like the book. And so I know all of you, and technically you know me, but I know you don't really. So I don't need like a full reintroduction. My head kind of hurts, but I just finished reading one of their journal, and I've been just thinking about what the other one thought of. So yeah, that's probably a lot, but that's where I'm at. How are you guys?
Can I make a correction?
Sure.
It is not selfish to want to live.
Yeah. I know. It is selfish to take something from someone else when you don't know what you're taking, though. And I am aware that, and looks like at Dierdre, but then looks very pointedly at Hope. And I'm aware the reverence that some of you may have held. The people that this, I'm going to say vessel, because it seems like there's lots of exchanging of informations and well, one of them figured out souls. And I know you liked them and trusted them. After reading their notes, I don't know if I do. And I don't think I am going to give up on... let go of the wheel, per se, I guess. The reins. Anytime soon with that. So if I have just made things very confusing, I am very sorry. But, welcome to my last hour.
I will just note that it seems like sometimes you don't have control over who has the reins. So
It's
be prepared,
not a lot.
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I have...
Question.
the others.
Mm-hmm.
Can you feel them?
Jakey, roll me a wisdom check.
Just flat wisdom check?
Yep.
13.
It's very hazy on what you feel. You have a feeling that there were more than there are now.
I can't really feel them or sense them. I can feel them in the sense of their memories and the way they see things feels like it's in the back of my head, but
not them now.
No, I don't think I can. And I'm sorry if that's disappointing to hear.
It is what it is.
And I haven't even said that around you. That's like my... Anyway.
Oh, I have a question here. I just need a quick summary of Tweedledee and Tweedledummer because I'm confused.
So, Tweedledee and Tweedledummer I'm referring to as Rothamir and He Who Hears Whispers, or How as he goes by. Both of them were astral elves, I think, and essentially whatever this, and Garth kind of indicates to their form and like pinches their own cheeks, whatever this is one of them, Amir, figured out that this is a vessel that seems to be connected with something regarding souls. And there is a lot going on. So I referred to Tweedledum and Tweedledummer because, and Garth shows their shadow moving, and then it moves across the floor and just like kind of moves. There is a lot of power in a soul and magic involving that. And I think two individuals that were aware of one another should have rather, at least cooperated at some point. But I know both of them were very afraid of one another, but also hated the other. So that's who they are, if that helps.
Yes, that helps a lot. Okay, so we have 3, if not more, souls fighting for a place at the pilot's helm of a flesh body. That sounds all up. What?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's about... Yep. Yeah, Garth does like flops onto the bed thing after saying that, being like, yeah, wow, love that, once it's said like that. But yeah, no.
Your form, does that belong to you?
What do you mean? Garth like kind of like does a thing where they flip around and is now like they're hanging upside down looking at everybody, but like they're on the bed with their head upside down.
I'm gonna pull my mirror out.
Garth
Does this
immediately like
belong
winks
to
at the
you?
mirror and goes like, yeah, it does.
Oh, is
Okay.
it shared ownership?
So there are sometimes things that look similar, and shows like the shadows again. Like Amir and How were very similar in the look, and I'll be honest, while I was stepping through the door and felt that whole thing, most things are shared. My ears are a little shorter now, and growing these hurt like an absolute mother. Also, my shins got a little shorter, and that wasn't comfortable. So yeah, it's shared, but
Feel.
pardon?
Besides
Sorry.
hurting.
Oh, it's kind of like a very intense vibration. Like if you were to just like hum really hard, I guess.
Vibration with heat produced?
Opposite. I felt very cold.
Could have
Interesting.
been
Yeah.
heat, though. If you felt cold, it could have been heat.
You see, Garth gets like a little like, not perplexed per se, but like more so of just like stumped on the question as they're trying to go through it, but also is like wincing of like thinking about the discomfort. Yeah, Garth is just very like thinking right now.
Maybe you need rest. This is a lot, I imagine, for you.
Probably used a lot of energy just doing any physical changes, from my understanding of flesh bodies. Lots of calories went through that. Have you eaten?
I may have eaten a lot of the things that were in the bag of the shared. I went through all of their stuff. So if there's a point where we can stop by like a little market or something, and Garth turns the satchel inside out, and basically all that comes out is Amir's journal, a new book. There's distinctly How His Mask is Gone, and there is like little like wrappers of rations, but like it's like a couple fall out and then they keep falling out. Yeah, so I did get really hangry. So I'm good for food, but on rest, I don't rest like. Yeah, that's like I'll chill. I'm not going to sleep though. I don't do that.
Oh, so you're like me, an elf.
Yeah, that's why I don't sleep.
Elves are not the only people who don't sleep. I don't sleep. I don't really need to close my eyes. Actually, can I? Like, you see, like, the moment of, like, her trying to blink and nothing happens? Nope, I don't think that works. Okay.
Hey, Drew.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna regret this. So previously, I could sense that there was someone else in there. I could sense, like, with the mask, I could sense that there was someone connected. If I do a vibe check now, can I sense anything?
Ooh, roll me a.
I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna regret this. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry.
Roll me another wisdom check.
That's an 18.
You only feel one other connection in this body. And you're not sure who it is.
Okay.
Do you remember much of your life before?
Yeah. It's like two. This is where, again, that head-splitting feeling comes from, where I can remember everything those two did, like spending time with you guys.
No, but you. Like, is there anything you would like to know that you don't remember?
I remember when I was around before, I was somewhere very different that I don't think exists anymore. I think I ran away from home. I think something scary happened. They're overlapping a lot and a little blurry. But I think for things I guess I would want, I want to figure out what's happening with this vessel. I want to know who this person that offered me the doorway, essentially. And Garth kind of looks at the books on the ground, specifically Amir's journal. And I want to be a little better than those who inhabited this vessel prior. And I don't know if I want to give them the wheel again. Even if that sucks for you guys.
I feel like not wanting to give up control to people that you don't know is completely natural, regardless of how we might feel. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Not relevant.
I guess, but
But
it's
if you
not
want to
about the
know
fact
who that was, I can ask.
you can ask. What do you mean you can ask?
I can ask.
Okay, so that part of the notes makes sense, the cryptic stuff. So that, yeah, you know what? Amir was right about that. Okay.
About that. You can just ask and get an answer.
No, I know, but just the way that Dierdre answers stuff, there was lots of notes about Dierdre answered a question very cryptically again. And so that was just saying I'm going to ask and then get an answer like that. That to me is, am I the only one that feels that's a little cryptic?
I mean, like, I did. Like, I looked into the future for people before, so. And that was definitely real.
Man, I believe you so much. That was,
I'm very good at lying, also. Yeah.
Yep.
But, I can ask for you. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, if you want to. I feel like, I know you guys said, like, your feelings on the whole matter don't really matter. But I am taking a place of someone who was helping, but also a friend to you guys. So while it's not really, it's not really your guys' body to dictate whatever, sure, it's still, I am taking a place that is going to be uncomfortable for a bit. Because, I know one of them, and like the shadow again puts the mask up, one of them was a little sinister. So not knowing anything about me. Also, the fact I move my shadow around and do that, probably not the easiest to just say, wow, this is super reliable and great. We trust him wholeheartedly. And if you are feeling that way, that's concerning.
I just thought they were fun.
I thought it was cool. Like, I've seen stuff like that before. Why was that weird?
Y'all are taking this much better than I did like 5 minutes ago. So you know what? I like where we're at.
See, I'm very good at lying, but if I were to say that this is the strangest thing I've heard of, I would not be telling the truth whatsoever.
Same.
Hope, how are you doing?
I am.
That's not an answer.
It is not an answer you want. It is an answer.
All right, you got me there, I guess. As he scuttles on over back to the, kind of like sits up and goes back to, again, the shadow drags over that bag and finds like a little, like one of the wrappers and is just like, ooh, and hands that over.
But as this is auspicious and I'm feeling generous, if if you guys have one question each, I can ask.
Good. Like, I can ask my boss most things. Like, I'm covered.
Okay. Hope, do you have a question you would like answered?
Yes.
I can't tell you whether it'll be a good answer or not, but it'll be an answer.
I think I wish to know who remains.
Be my more specific question than that, you know, based on how magical question asking works. Most of the time.
Well, I can ask, like, who remains in the vessel.
I mean, Drew, you approved a character who has weirdly specific niche knowledge.
I mean, I can ask it. Sometimes I just get sassy answers.
I trust you with words.
Okay. So, want to know who remains in the vessel and who put Garth in the vessel, right? Is there anything else you want to ask? Oh, where's Pickle?
Pickle. Wanted to meet Pickle.
Pickle is something I feel like I can draw upon if I'm conjuring a familiar. Pickle is another part of this whole vessel thing. That's why Pickle was present for both of them. So if I reached in my head, I don't think in my... And like that the other book that is there gets dragged on over and Garth flips through it. I'd have to sit down and transcribe how.
No.
But
no. If Pickle is not important to you, waste of time.
It's more interesting that Pickle, in theory, is connected to your vessel. I'm sorry, I can't think of anything other than a flesh golem. I know you're saying vessel, but like my brain is defaulting to flesh golem. So, sorry that I'm gonna keep calling it that. Your body that. I'm sorry.
I mean, no, honestly, at this point, if it makes sense, it makes sense. Like,
yeah. So Pickle is more connected to the flesh golem than it is to your soul identities, it seems like. Because from my understanding of how Find Familiar works, that normally is different for every soul.
yeah, like, so I know Amir was really connected with Pickle, which makes sense. How was, but Pickle was, and I guess is part of this vessel cycle thing, and Amir connected with that, as did How, but they did because it was part of the vessel. So it's not that I don't care about Pickle, it's that I haven't tried to make a familiar to conjure as Amir did. So I have the memories of the fondness of making a cat. That was that one. Does that make sense? Like, it's not that it's not important or something I haven't connected with. It's just they found the cat first, but the cat's still around, I think.
Interesting.
You are very interesting. That's just truth.
That
Well,
shrinks a little bit.
if we only have 2 questions, I'll only ask 2 questions. Don't have to ask 3 in a row. often don't ask 3 in a row.
On open in case you need more clarifying questions from one of the two.
This is very true. Okay. I'm gonna ask everybody to turn around.
Is that a requirement?
No, I just prefer it that way because I feel awkward.
Garth just like the shadow like grabs Garth's head and spins them around.
I'm gonna turn around, but since I am literally a robot,
You don't have to actually turn.
The head is gonna just turn and look backward. Just like my body is turned, but the head is not.
Yo, for real, let me know when I should turn back.
No, you're gonna see your hair the whole stream.
It's so luscious.
It's very
Yeah,
luscious.
look at that.
Maybe they're born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Not sponsored, but Maybelline, please call us.
But yeah, I am gonna pull. Well, I have the item in already, so I'll just be like, just like chuckle a little bit, and then be like, all reflection of the all-knowing. Please let us know who put Garth in that vessel.
It takes a few moments, and then finally you hear, "She moves in shadows, the queen in gold."
How acceptably cryptic. Thank you. I appreciate it. And then what's the other one I wanted to ask? Oh, yes. All-seeing vessel of reflection. Please let us know who is left in the vessel besides Garth. That vessel, specifically, the one I'm pointing to. Thank you.
Incredible.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Takes a few moments. And instead of giving you an answer, images appear in the mirror.
Oh.
You see the face of Garth appear on there. It slowly shifts over to a familiar face of Amir. Then it shows over to a shadowed silhouette with horns. And then the visions kind of peter out.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Okay, I have answers.
The body will turn back to
Just
has been facing your direction. the whole time.
stow that, stow it back in my backpack.
Okay, so the first answer I've been given is, as to who put you in this vessel, is she moves in shadows, the queen in gold. I don't know what that means, but like it sounds good, bad. I don't know.
History check.
Yeah, you can make a history check.
Dungeon daddy.
Don't stroke his ego like that.
Oh, that's a 26.
24. 24, you say?
26.
26, you
26.
say?
Wait, for funsies, Shadow pats them on the shoulder, and 1 sec, I'm just gonna.
Added you 4.
You bet I am.
He's good at 4.
For fun, it's just 1, but you know.
Okay. 27.
27.
27. Yeah. Wait, do I have guidance? Guidance is
Wait, yeah, does guidance stack?
No.
Damn.
As for Baldur's Gate 3, it does not.
I will also, because I feel like, you know, you're cool. I like you, and I'll finger gun you and give you bardic inspiration. So that's a 1d8 for you, my friend.
1d8? We're gonna use it now.
Let's go, baby.
So stupid.
What else do I got here to break things?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I
I like you. You got chutzpah, kid.
Oh, wait.
Wait. So right now we're at a 32.
Incredible.
I think
is
I did the math right.
History's an intelligence based, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to put my hands on your shoulders, and I'm going to cast Enhance Ability Fox's Cunning, which gives you advantage. So roll the d20 again.
Okay,
Just
so
in
right
case I get
now,
higher.
so just so everyone knows, between the Bardic, what I roll on the Bardic, the D4 that I got, and my own bonuses, we're dealing with a plus 15 to whatever the highest roll is.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So
I can't wait for Drew to kill us later.
Fuck you all.
So, just because it's easier, I'm just gonna roll a flat d20 so I can do that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, we keep the first one. You got saved.
Okay, we
Drew.
keep this one.
We keep the first one. So that's still a 32.
Just a 32.
Yeah.
Just a 32.
Just so everyone can laugh, the second roll was a natural one.
Okay. You have heard the name the Queen in Gold before in the Astral Tavern. You have heard different names for this entity. You've heard the Unraveler of Fates. You've heard the Twilight Maven. You have heard the Shadow Scourge. You have heard Golden Mother.
Mother.
But the one that connects all of these is the Orchid Queen.
Okay.
You took away the mystique of it all.
You particularly know.
You're the one who helps me.
you particularly know about this as your patron doesn't quite like the Orchid Queen, as the Orchid Queen has taken away his ability to see the future by destroying
she's
fate.
a bitch, is what I understand. So that is
Other nickname is that bitch.
honestly the amount of times I've heard my patron cursing like under his breath at her. Yeah, that passes. So yeah, that's most definitely the Orchid Queen, who just casually killed.
You saw orchids. So that
Well,
checks.
no, she destroyed Fate.
No. But I mean, Garth saw orchids.
Oh yeah, that
So
makes
that
sense if it
checks.
would be magic.
Orchid Queen, yeah. Also, wait, so destroyed Fate? Sorry, what?
Yeah, she destroyed Fate. So magic that has to do with the future or looking forward doesn't exist. So there's no such thing as fate now.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just special because I can look into people's futures. That's
Well,
totally
you can
real
probably
and
look
not
in-
fake.
No, it's literally impossible now. Yeah, it's literally
But
impossible.
Your disbelief doesn't just disprove what I have done, so
I know.
Okay.
Amir
think
mentioned
that-
this before.
Hmm.
In the library.
But I did also find out a little more clearly who's left in the vessel. Sort of. Because we got Garth right there, fronting.
Finger guns.
And then we got Amir, still there. And then we got some kind of shadowed silhouette with horns. So I don't know who that is.
Dierdre, roll a perception real quick.
Oh, I thought it was like finger of death. You're just.
You have to go with the finger
Dead
guns.
now.
Please tell me if you get fingers of death, the spell is going to be called finger guns. That's all I have to say.
Absolutely. That's what I'm using my magical secrets on is more finger gun spells.
Selfishly asking for this to become
You said
reality.
you said a perception check?
Yep.
Okay. Not fantastic, but 18.
18.
Bad.
You look behind Garth and see Garth's shadow. which very much looks like what you saw in the mirror.
Oh, well, I guess your shadow's part of the vessel too.
Yeah, I was gonna wait a little bit to address that one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just out you? I am so sorry.
It's not. No, it's not a bad thing. It's So you know how I mentioned the splitting headache?
Yeah.
Oh, you meant literally splitting.
Kind of, but more so in the sense of I am here and alive. That is me, but dead.
Oh.
But they're still here, and and the shadow just kind of like does a little like thing, moves, and so we're still connected. So it's still me, but not me. I don't know the repercussions of dying, but not dying, and I'm not gonna find out.
Yeah, that just reminds me of a book my mom used to read to me. Well, I would read it to myself, and my mom would be there.
Oh. Okay, Drew,
Yeah.
please correct me on the lore here. This is me. Luna was given lore, and now Luna's trying to piece together lore correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So, Orchid Queen killed Raven Queen. Is she now the Queen of Death, or is Death no longer stable?
She has usurped the Raven Queen.
She just fully usurped.
Yep. So
Okay.
she is the new goddess of death.
Okay, so that would make sense then, if you can be both, because if the goddess of death did this to you, then that would be something under her control. This also has lovely connotations of whatever your body produced can also be manipulated to potentially hold the souls within, because shadows is an indirect product of the flesh golem.
My mind
Both
is
Garth
saying
and their
flesh
shadow.
vessel now, and I really can't take it. I really can't.
Also, while Malay was explaining that, both Garth sitting cross-legged, but Garth's shadow standing up. Both of them look like they 404, like their eye would drift apart, brain just fully empty, and just fully lost on there, just like a. Huh?
Oh, I'm a knowledge cleric, guys. In case it wasn't obvious.
Perhaps now would be a good rest time.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
You all
You guys
would
want to ask what's
feel
for breakfast tomorrow? I have one more question.
Oh,
The motivation of the Orchid Queen to have used this vessel in the way that she has. Maybe a more pressing question. Are those inside?
Yeah, because I couldn't ask
vessels-
what's for breakfast tomorrow. It would just tell me that I can't tell me that.
Well, yeah, fate is destroyed. So we wouldn't.
But I can make some assumptions based on what has been for
can make an
breakfast for the last
educated
few
guess.
days.
You can make an educated guess. You can do the calculations of probability and get the most probable answer.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys want to know what the motivation of the Orchid Queen is? Because I can ask, I just can't be sure that it's...
I was just throwing it out there if you guys want, since you seem pressed to use the last question.
Oh no, I don't have to do it at all. I usually don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't
also,
have any other
guess-
questions. So.
Oh, okay. I thought you would have the most, considering this is your predicament.
I mean, it is, but also I'm just riding this out to see where this goes at this point. Like I said, head splitting, fully expected to be dead. Now I'm not dead. And yeah, so yeah.
Death is not the end for many. That's not strange.
Yeah.
It might not be the most common thing, but it's not unheard of.
I mean, I haven't said it to you, but I did say it to Amir. That, like, death is only the end for people that haven't thought ahead correctly and aren't creative enough.
It's a very true statement.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if you want to ask that, I don't know if I want to know the answer now. If it's another, like, cryptic, scary thing, maybe just you have that answer for you. Sorry, I guess whoever brought me here,
Let's save it then.
Messed with fate.
Let's save it, because I can always ask later if you want to know. I feel like... I could hold on to it, I guess, but I don't really like holding on to other people's secrets.
I mean, like...
Because they're not mine to own.
I guess this is kind of pertinent to all of you, though, because this is someone who, or I am currently inhabiting the body of someone who is and was a friend, and so...
But they don't belong to us either.
I mean, yeah, but...
So, may I point out that the fact that you're so concerned about the feelings of others and the relationships that are being held speaks a lot about you, too? And maybe you should stop beating yourself up. Because right now you've been calling yourself selfish a lot, and honestly being indirectly mean.
Garth gets very rosy in the face, and is just like, it's my first day, and I'm trying to think of your guys' feelings, because maybe beforehand, before I died, I'm thinking about my death, I may have been a bit of a dick. So maybe I was trying to be considerate if I knew. And, like, Garth just kind of goes off for a little bit. And while Garth is, like, having this little, like, yelling fit thing, their shadow is, like, doing a different thing, but, like, there's no sound from it, and there's stuff getting knocked around the room a little bit.
Serenely just listens to the whole rant, like just lets him vent it out. Like it's the most serene, and you can't tell if it's serene because she's actually serene or because expressions on her like porcelain metal body are kind of they're there, but they can be a little dampened at times, so you can't quite tell which one it is. But she's
Dierdre is listening, but her eyes glaze over.
Yeah, that checks.
Like, she looks like she's listening very intently, but I would say that Hope definitely, with, like, your passive perception, you would tell her eyes are, like, completely glazed over.
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna do my best to exude calming vibes. I can't calm emotions, but I'm just gonna be like...
I mean, I could calm emotions. I feel like Garth needs to get this out.
Yeah,
like,
I think...
It's his first day. I don't feel like that's wise.
It's just a little guy. It's his first day.
Nor do I think just yeeting the calm emotion spell at him when he's stressed is a good idea. Like,
Also,
stress like this is a good
I will be
way
right back. Sorry, this is an important call, but Garth is yelling.
Screaming.
Whilst Garth is yelling, this room that we have just fucking kidnapped, essentially. What is the bed situation in here?
So there are 4 beds in each corner of the room.
Okay. 4 beds in each corner? My god, that's a lot of beds.
That's a lot of beds.
That's a lot of beds.
You know what I mean.
Or we could get a giant mega bed in the center. Just saying.
Yeah, what the heck? What an inefficient use of space. Why didn't they put bunk beds in here?
Honestly.
There's 2 beds in every corner.
Honestly.
Maybe dormitory beds that you can make them into bed.
They are classically twin-size beds, so...
So there are 2 beds in every corner. It's just you start to fall through the center of the bed in the middle of the night.
Guys. Back on my bullshit. Okay. Whilst Garth is having his little rant, I think Hope is going to guide Dierdre to one of the beds because Dierdre needs to rest at some point, and it's been a long day for us.
It really has.
Yeah.
I was gonna say exhaustion points would be coming soon.
Yeah. It's just gonna be like, can see that Dierdre is checking out, and he's just like, yeah, lie down.
No.
This is real life now. Real life.
Wanna?
Can't make me go to bed.
And then looks over at the robot lady and is like, I don't think you need sleep. So I'm not gonna. No, you're good.
I mentioned it earlier, but I don't.
I feel like I've had to be burritoed.
That's what I'm doing while Scott is having this little hissy fit. I'm just burritoing you as you go, meow, meow,
No.
meow. I feel like you're giving it your best Terry impression.
Yeah.
No.
Meow.
Nothing will keep me contained.
No. She's wrapped you up in it like burrito style, and you're like, yeah. Oh, now I'm sleepy though.
Well, it's the good old trance sleep. So.
Oh yeah, trance sleep. Yeah. And then I guess once Garth is a little calmer. Yeah, it's a designated now time, okay? When Garth is a little calmer, we'll just be like rest time. And then Hope is gonna leave the room. Because Hope doesn't need sleep either.
Hope, where are you going?
Hey, if you're on your best behavior, then I would give you apple juice and animal crackers later, okay? But you have to have a nap first.
Everybody get
That's
the
the
mats
deal.
out. Get the mats out, everybody.
Get
or
the
you
mats
can
out,
let
it's
them
quiet
have the
time.
snacks now and lace it with melatonin.
Damn.
All I'm reminded of is like the bear where they accidentally like lace like this drink that they made. I think it's with like sedatives, and like there's a bunch of kids just passed out in the yard, like 20 of them.
Incredible. I mean,
yeah.
I think Hope is gonna head back out to the library section.
And Melier, what are you doing since you don't need to rest?
I don't need to rest, and she doesn't know where the fuck she's at.
Well,
So she's
let me
gonna go
rephrase
explore.
that. Everybody needs to rest, but just gentle menial activity.
Yeah. I think Melia is just gonna go explore where she's at because she's never been to the location she's at on the surface level, and also she's never been to this plane. So she's just gonna wander, pretty much. She's gonna keep note of where the room is, obviously, and not like get lost. I think also she wants to. Yeah, no, that's it. She's gonna wander a bit, see what she discovers, and even if it's just what would others would deem as mundane, she's low-key fascinated.
Oh, there's nothing mundane about this location. Trust.
Oh, LA doesn't know where the fuck she's until she goes around. So, also, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
They're at a guild hall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Melier isn't a guild member, so what does she see? Because it has that.
That's a very good point.
I'm just saying, what does she see? And does she get yeeted out because she's just this random person? She doesn't know where the fuck she is. Is she a security threat? Like, I know I'm doing this to myself, but this is a genuine question.
Jen, you in question?
This is a really good point. Okay, we're gonna start with
Hey, let's
Hope.
deal with this. No, let's deal with this first. This is funny. Mine's gonna be trauma.
Okay.
Look,
Mellie.
I want
I'm
Jakey
sorry,
to suffer with me.
I'm sorry, audience. I have postponed the trauma dump.
Thank God,
Okay.
someone had to. Someone had to.
You open up the door, and currently in the room, it looks like a normal room. In fact, it looks like what the other party members would see. But as soon as you open up the door, it leads into a small hallway straight into a basic looking tavern. Inside, you see a little shabby bar. You see a purple skin kobold frantically running around on the inside. And there's no one there. There's a gnome that's passed out at a table. But you come from an insane tavern. Like,
Yeah, this looks
this
kind of
is
sad.
This is really sad and basic looking. And as you exit out of the room, you're just kind of looking around and you're like, what is this? Roll a perception, Mellie.
Great. I did this to myself, but the question was inside. I couldn't ignore.
Can't have plot holes.
Oh, there's another natural 1, guys. Was that? No, that's a 7. Sorry. That's a 15. 7s and 1s really look very similar.
15. As you were exiting out of the room, Hope exited out behind you. You notice this, but as you turn around, Hope is gone now.
Do I still see the room at least?
Still see the room.
Wow. She's actually really sneaky. I wasn't expecting that from her. Okay. Do I hear Hope at all?
No. All you
No.
hear is the little pat, 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 pat of a kobold running around inside this tavern.
So either she's really sneaky, or there's something interesting happening here.
And you're kind of just standing there for a moment, and when all of a sudden the attention from the kobold is caught onto you, and Saffron says, "Hey, hello, hi,
Hey,
how you doing? I didn't see you come in the front door, so hi."
well, aren't there multiple doors to a place like this?
There's
as
one
it
out
won't help
back.
with crowd control.
There's one out back, but I guess I suppose you didn't
There's
use
only
that
a
one.
front door and a back door here?
That's how buildings work.
I mean, the boring ones.
Oh, well,
Well, like, sorry, I'm used to other. Sorry, my frame of reference is kind of.
that's very rude,
Kind of
but
boring.
all right. Hello, I'm
It
Inksy.
wasn't meant to be rude. It's just sometimes my filter doesn't really turn on. So my bad.
I've
I'll
heard of
apologize,
Warforged
but that's-
malfunctioning. I've heard of it. It's a thing. No?
Functioning.
Oh, well, you said your filter didn't. Anyways, let's
No,
restart.
like metaphorical filter.
Oh,
My actual filter is. Do I have a filter? I'm not sure if I was made with a filter, to be honest. That's a little bit of a question for later.
this conversation's got real weird, real quick. But hello,
Why
I'm
is it
Minxie. I can get you some oil. But that's about all I have for you. If that's something you need.
I'm good.
Did you come with a group or just by yourself?
I'm with Dierdre And Hope. She doesn't mention our other friend since our other friend changed suddenly and she's not sure.
Wait, you're
that's
with Hope?
appropriate or not.
The one with the stars?
Yes.
That go on there? Oh.
Yes. So
Yeah.
pretty. Yeah.
Very. I like that one a lot. If you can, get Hope to come talk to me. I assume you're in with a group? Like, you're in with their group?
I mean, just recently, but yes.
Okay. Have Hope or one of the others come talk to me and make sure that I can affirm that you are a part of that group, and then we'll get things taken care of and get you a part of the guild.
There's a guild.
This is it. As he holds his arms out. I'm okay. Sorry.
Can I
a little
insight
out of
check on
character.
this? Because she's
No,
not impressed.
Absolutely. I thought Jen
I
just
feel
died.
like she's like, no.
No, somebody was honking outside, so I closed my window.
Okay. I thought you just like straight up just like launched yourself out of your chair to the floor. I was like, oh no.
That's a dirty 20 insight.
That's football tackle Terry. No.
You with a dirty 20 insight, you feel like this kobold isn't being entirely truthful.
Okay.
But this is the guild hall.
Okay. Is the guild hall in its most technical form? You like literally speaking out loud to herself and breaking down the puzzle piece of what the alternatives this could mean. Just like
This little
out loud,
kobold,
like,
short, like maybe 2.5 foot tall, is just looking up at you, just like, Yeah.
Okay, this is the guild hall.
Yep, this is guild hall.
Is this all of the guild hall?
Yep.
You're a bad liar.
It sure is.
You're a bad liar. Just
Listen, I never claimed to be a good liar, but
I never said that you did claim. I'm just making an observation.
You know, I've got to go do something real quick, and then you just see him like pitter off onto the side. Just gone.
Do I see him disappear much like Hope did? I'm like keeping my eyes locked in on him.
As he goes around the bar area, there's a small door he opens and pitters inside, and the door shuts, and you hear a little latch lock.
The temptation to go investigate is strong. Just because of the latch lock. But Melie will behave. And since this is a sad, initially looking tavern, that is not the whole thing. Her interest is no longer piqued, and she will return to the room with the two party members who are taking some Z's, and I guess she's just gonna spend some time training her flying snake, attempting to, and like taking care of it. Actually, she will get food for her flying snake because that needs food. She doesn't need food. But she realizes that needs food.
Roll a perception for me as you're walking back to your room.
That is a 19.
With a 19, as you're walking back, you're passing by this table with the gnome passed out at the table, and in front of them is a small plate of food. They wouldn't notice if some of their food went missing.
Deal. I don't have anything to collect from this person. I'm not taking anything back. Oh shoot, did I remember to change my Xandar to gold before I came here? Oh no.
Nope.
Well, actually no, because remember I did trade some with Dierdre.
You did.
Last episodes. I have a little bit of gold.
Just a little bit.
And in fairness, Hope owes you like 4 gold.
And
No,
in fairness, I did feed my snake before we went through the portal, so my snake in theory should be fine.
Mm-hmm.
For now, right?
Mm-hmm. This is true.
Okay. I'm not gonna steal the food because that makes me feel bad. Like if it was getting bussed away in that moment, yes. But like if it's just there and the guy's asleep, like that feels a little mad.
Fair enough.
Anyway, she's just gonna go back to the room and just have a little training sesh with her little flying snake because it is a flying snake and she doesn't want to always have it with like a leash or something because it's a flying snake. It needs the freedom, but she also wants to make sure, it doesn't fly so high and get snatched up by a hawk.
Absolutely. Hope, you've started making your way to the library.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything in particular you're looking to find?
A quiet corner.
Not too hard to do.
Just accessories right now. Hope is going to find a quiet corner, take a little seat, and just kind of give some consideration to everything that has just been unloaded. In terms of the fact that there is a new face to the collective. The collective is smaller in some regards. It is likely that there isn't going to be an easy way to find the other person. She's going to take a seat. She's going to take off her boot. And she's going to retrieve the gold piece that she put in her boot. That was specifically to give to How How. And is going to hold it for a moment. And is going to think about the fact that they don't really understand what happened when Emir walked through the door. But Garth said something about... I think Garth specifically said, I don't know what they did. And that kind of stuck with Hope, in the sense that this was something that Emir chose to do. And on top of the previous conversations and the fact that Emir was afraid of Hope, choosing not to be there anymore, making that choice to not be around Hope. I think Hope is going to, with your blessing, of course, DM, cast a spell on themselves, which we have discussed previously, and I said I was going to use it to be sad.
Already have improved, no take backsies.
Yeah.
I think I know what spell this is going to be, and I'm like, oh no.
Hope is going to cast Swarm Form on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I expected. Oh wow.
And
cool.
is going to transform into a swarm of tiny flumps. And this is concentration. It lasts for an hour. And I'm just my own little collective right now. And they're just kind of like sticking together, not straying too far from each other. And each of them is taking it in turns to just like hover tendrils over the little mimic.
As you're doing this, out of the corner of one of the eyes of one of these flumps, you see Sundrop walk into the library. Stop.
No, don't make me have a Sundrop fucking moment right now. I'm trying to be sad.
You see Sundrop walk into the library for a second, look over at this like swarm of tiny flumps, shake his head no, and then walk back out of the library.
To be honest, I'm surprised another adventure didn't come by and be like, oh, pets.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Mine now.
Mine.
So, Hope, you're having your moment with this, and Dierdre, you're in your trance. Melie, you're walking back into the room. Garth has, The rant is
ranting in his
over.
sleep.
But you find yourself asleep, Garth, and as you do, you start to have a dream.
I don't sleep, boy.
None of us
You
sleep.
trance, correct?
I don't have. I think Garth this night would, but he doesn't have to. He normally doesn't sleep at all. But I'd say, like, for now, he's gonna be like, I am going to let this form restore.
Dream.
I was gonna say so the way he can dream is the way that sometimes your boy does. Is I was gonna say when Malik walks back into the room, Garth is no longer ranting. He's just disassociating and staring at the wall. His eyes are just like in different directions again, and he's just
Instead
like
of dreaming. We just have to get Garth high. Is what I.
but yeah, I'll dream DM.
As you're dissociating, you find yourself walking on a black sand beach. The water lapping up on the beach is pitch black as well. The crest of the waves has a little bit of white foam on it, and you can feel the coldness of the water as it goes over your feet. As you look down at yourself, you see the single silver thread that comes from your chest and goes out into the water. In that moment, your body is pulled closer over this dark water. It's leading you somewhere and you're not quite sure where. In the distance, you can see a light slowly forming over the top of this ocean. The light gets brighter and begins to show what it truly is. You see a rift cut open in space and time over this ocean. There's bits of blue and purple and green that emit out of it every now and again. And as you get close to the center of this rift, it's massive. It's 70 feet tall, 80 feet tall. It's just this large opening in this realm. And you hover there for a moment as you start to see more spectral figures, each with their own line, going into this rift. First you see 2. And you see 7, and you see 20 different figures floating around this rift, all with a single cord going into the center of the rift. As you're watching this for a moment, something appears in front of your face. It's a mask. The mask moves back, and you can see the face of a purple tiefling. Oh, I've found you, Amir. And you come out of your dissociation.
Garth slowly gets up, walks on over. There's a window in this room, right? Mm-hmm. The window slowly opens. Garth leans their head out, and this sound of a as shadows pour out of Garth's eyes, nose, mouth, everything, almost just like this exhale of energy. At very, very best way to describe, like Hollow Knight. That's the visual, and then just slowly closes the window.
I assume I see this.
Yeah, I think as he's closing the window, turns and sees Malay there, and he goes, "Hey,
You good? Got that release out of you? Just
yeah,
also, volume-wise, that should not have fit inside that body. So, do you have a portal in you? That's gonna be interesting to think about. Or I guess shadows are incorporeal in a way. Mostly, they can become pseudo, almost plasma-like. Okay. Anyway, sorry, losing my train of thought here for you. I will. Are you okay?
I'm good. Yeah, every so often, there's a thing that, like, I guess the best way to describe it that, like, fleshies do, because you said that word and I'm going to use it because I hate that, but it's so good. So fleshies like to do a thing called bottling things up. I don't do that. I channel that into energy, and then I sometimes just get rid of it, or that's what I use for my magic to hurt others.
That still sounds like bottling it up because you're just transferring it to something else and rejecting it.
I mean, yeah, but it's not bottled inside here anymore.
I mean, it kind of... I'm not gonna have this debate with you. I've just decided that, but... Mental note, this party has a lot of emotions and all need therapy. Okay, I guess if you think you're feeling alright, then I guess that's what's important.
Yeah, I feel better than I did before, but every so often the boat feels a little rocky. But so far I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Well, I just met a kobold who can't lie for shit. And we're apparently in a guild hall. I assume you already know that since you shared memories. But since you have a body change, you might also need to register with the guild hall because apparently that's a thing we both need Dierdre and Hope to do with us. So we're at a guild hall. There's definitely more to the guild hall that is at least not able to be perceived or detected, or maybe it's not all here. Could have been shifted to different planes with portals connect. Anyway,
Garth's shadow kicks up one of the Amir's notebook, and Garth catches it and then flicks it open and goes to specifically the contract that they drafted up. Flips it open and goes, "Yeah, we can go down and register right now."
Well, they said that they need Hope or Dierdre to come with us because apparently they're afraid of us lying.
I'm trying to get my elven trance on, my normal elf trance on, and y'all are really loud.
I mean...
Sorry.
Do you want us to go to another room? Like, we can. Or at least go to the sad-looking bar. That's another option.
No, I'm just joking. I'm really warm right now. I'm not used to, heavy blankets like this. Can somebody let me out?
It's really comfortable.
It's uncomfortable. I hate this.
There?
Yeah.
Do you want your juice and crackers?
My head echoes.
I feel like it's
shit.
Ceremoniously, yanks the blanket, and it's almost as if Dierdre rolls out.
That's so funny because when that happens, Garth's shadow is also already there about to do that, and then stops and goes it just does that against the wall, and then just fades back.
If you want to do it, if you want.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do the Harry Potter musical Draco Malfoy out of the room. Just roll on the floor. Yeah.
Sorry,
register
did I do
you
that
guys.
too hard?
No, this is all me. You'll need registering. I don't want to get off the floor.
The floor can't be comfortable.
It's not sticky here, so.
True.
After we register, we should find Hope, because while I was screaming, Hope disappeared.
Yeah, so I was walking behind Hope, and then I was heading to the most obvious hall that led to somewhere, and when I turned around, Hope was gone.
Yeah, that
yeah.
checks.
Yeah, the guilds are. I'll just get Gibby to explain. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess welcome to the Ocular Nomad. Ooh, how exciting!
Still on the floor, rolling.
Are you just rolling back and forth? Because you're eventually going to run out of places. So are you doing the Roomba, changing angles when you bump into something?
No, I'm trying to roll through the door. I tuck in the legs at some point to get through the door, but then I'm just rolling.
You managed to roll yourself.
I didn't get my
out.
full trance, okay? I'm feeling kind of silly.
I mean, you're the one who decided you wanted to get up. We could have dealt with this when you're done with your day.
Yeah, but you guys want to explore, so...
You eventually know you have to go downstairs, Dierdre.
And?
Okay.
Are they carpeted? Or are they just wooden
Are you going to get splinters? Just splinters all over this place?
No, they're almost marble-esque stairs. Not going to be fun to...
up.
Yeah.
I'll stand up.
Yeah.
As
When I get to the bottom of those stairs, you know what I'm gonna get back to doing?
napping.
I thought you should
No
do like
walk.
the butt
I'll
scoots that
walk.
kids do down the stairs.
As soon as as soon as Dierdre leaves the room, Melier,
I'll take them by the hands because I don't know how much of this place they can see. So
you as you take Melier by the hand and Garth by the hand, Melier, Dierdre disappears for you. Garth, Dierdre does not disappear. And Garth, you can see the inside of this guild hall for what it is. You make your way, and it seems like, Melier, you're walking very slowly as both of your friends who you were just holding on to have just disappeared, and you're just like, wait a second, what? You finally make your way, Dierdre, into
I'm
there.
making a mental map of this, like even though I'm being cautious, like there's already like a mental map being constructed.
Nice. Dierdre, you get down, and Gibby is coming out of a room, and he looks at, oh, Dierdre, hi,
Hi.
and hello to you, and hello to you, as he
We
waves.
picked up some strays.
Ah, and are they a part of your group?
Yep.
All
Yes,
right.
so.
Gibby holds
I'm
out.
making these decisions now. I'm the leader.
Okay.
Sun drop in the corner.
Gibby holds
That's
out
a
the
joke.
book.
I don't know what's going on. But they are part of the group now.
Gibby holds out the book, and a quill comes over and lands directly in your hand. If you just sign their names, and we'll be good to go.
How long is this contract? Because Melee is going to look for any fine print, anything that's hidden. She's very wary about any sort of contract that is happening.
It's not really a contract per se, except for it's 2% of any guild hall quest you do goes back to the guild hall, and it's an indefinite amount of time unless you decide to sever the contract itself.
Does it have to be me that signs their names off?
They can sign their own names in. It's just, as long as I can see you with them and I know they're part of your group, then good to go.
Yeah,
and as the page flips over, it goes to the Guildhall book where it lists Dierdre, Hope, Amir, How, and Gaia as your adventuring party.
Okay, quill for you guys.
Will sign the book, and I will purposely spell my name wrong. I don't trust it.
Fair
Like,
enough.
it's definitely gonna sound the same pronunciation, but like it's definitely spelled like with a Y at the end, and like
Oh, yeah.
like something.
As the names are signed in there, he says, all right, 1 second. And he reaches down, he grabs a small little like wineskin. He pours out a little bit of fluid on his hand. He says, all right, ready? Flah! And this liquid gets sprayed into your ocular devices, Melier. And take a moment to just like little windshield wiper. Whoop, 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 whoop. And
Yeah.
as that happens, the guild hall opens up in front of you, and you know, upon seeing this, you're now greeted by a vast observatory hall bathed in a soft celestial glow. You see the massive telescope inside. You see a room off to the library. You see staircases that didn't exist before, and you're seeing all these things all at once.
Much nicer. Melier is very relieved by this. Much nicer. Okay. Good to know. Very well done enchantment, by the way, on the whole space. Because that was pretty seamless.
Oh, thanks. That wasn't me. But, you know, I'll let the person who did it know. Actually, it was a group of people, but it's all right.
Well, yeah, for something that big, it would need a lot of casters and time probably to do it.
Yeah, we paid good money. Those dream weavers,
kind of have
they
to.
do good work.
I'm gonna go back to the room now. If you guys need anything, please ask in I don't have a watch. 3-ish hours probably.
Okay. Sweet trance thoughts to you. As Millie tries to think of something else to say that's not good night. Good sweet dreams.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish my elven trance.
Definitely an elf. Most definitely, Deirdre.
An elf. Just a normal, sleepy little elf.
Elves
Yep,
don't need to
that's
sleep.
me.
No.
Why is everything so cryptic?
I mean, it's not even like the mysterious, like, ooh, I want to know cryptid. It's kind of cringy.
Listen, I haven't tranced in a while. Okay? I'll give you a regular cryptic in the morning. I'll say something weird.
Also, please know it was just like, once again, sorry, that was rude. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't think that was rude.
Oh, yay, we're gonna get along great. Okay.
Yeah. It takes a lot to be rude to me, honestly. Okay, anyways, good night.
when Deirdre says that, there's a brief memory that flashes to Garth's head of like how trying to get under Deirdre's skin and just failing at that, and Garth just kind of nods like, checks.
Okay, thank goodness there's more to see here, because I was going to be very, very bored if all there was the rickety bar. Okay.
I mean, there's fun to be had at a rickety bar.
I mean, my instinct would be to immediately start renovating it and making it better, so I don't think that would be fun.
Yeah, we have a very different definition of fun.
You just hear owl
define fun
on the top as I'm rolling to the room.
Rolling up this
Garth kind of like looks at Malay and goes like, I don't know, I was gonna say you go to a bar, find whoever looks the saddest and ruin the rest of it. You know, maybe I don't know if I know you that well yet to tell you how I have fun, because
how are we gonna get to know each other if you don't share anything?
I'm fair enough. I was just gonna say you find the saddest person and ruin their night more. That's how I find fun, but it's not.
I mean, you can always just watch them do that themselves.
Garth's face suddenly goes like, oh my god, wow, that thing you said 5 minutes ago about like being good friends, yeah, we are all going to be very good friends. That was, yeah, I agree. Wow.
I mean, I worked at a bar. I did a lot of people watching. Like, a lot of times they'll either ruin it themselves or they won't by some miracle. Actually, no, the miracle tends to be friends, or divine intervention, or you know, a deal made with a powerful being that will give them more trouble later. I've seen a lot of shady deals go on at that bar. Anyway,
yeah,
whatever.
Who would do shady deals with powerful beings that might bite them in the ass later? That sounds stupid.
Well, honestly, it's kind of fun to see that happen, though. Like, just kind of see, like, where they're going wrong and kind of critiquing it, but also being like, oh, no, sweetie. But also, you can't say anything because you're also in a bar surrounded by, like, powerful beings. So, well, I guess I could say something. But then, like, business would go down because then we'd lose reputation. And then, like, it's just better in that case to just not.
I mean, fair. So you were a bartender. Also, I want to walk to the library. But I want to keep this and Garth's like gonna start like
I'm curious to see
walking.
if they have a good rare book collection. Yes, let's go see.
So you did like bartending stuff at the fancy bar place?
Kitchen, errand running, little bit of enforcing, and a little bit of everything, honestly.
Now what do you want to do?
Oh, now I need to hunt down some people for my boss.
Oh. Bounty hunting.
Well,
is it like hunt or is it like get money from? Like what kind of hunting are you doing?
It depends on the person. There's like deals are made and not upheld.
You're a collector.
Yeah, in this case, normally I just kind of... Normally I get to just witness the tail end when people get dragged back. I don't get sent out normally, but I'll take this. It'll be fun. Anyway, I got some people I need to talk to. None of it is monetary collection. That's boring. But yeah, just talk to some people. And collect what is due.
Awesome.
Yeah, a little bit of everything, but that's the job now. And of course, background job of, I guess, depending on how long we stay here, side task is probably going to be rereading a lot of this collection that I have not read before as we enter the library.
As you're entering into the library, make a perception check, Melier.
Well,
With a 12. And what's your passive?
my passive is way higher than that. My passive is like 18.
18. Okay, we'll go
Yeah,
off the.
like that was just a really low roll. That was a 4.
We'll go off the. We'll go off the passive for now.
Thank you.
You hear a small in one of your side satchels, and as you pull out, you realize this is his little piece of script that he's given you to where the names will be documented on what you need. A new name and location has popped up on your list. As you're opening up the scroll, you can see it being written in there, like small little purple flames kind of burn in the name.
I'm not like being like, let's read this together. It's more like I'm opening it. I'm not necessarily trying to hide it, but it's not like I'm like, here, look too.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like, it's just kind of happening.
You kind of see the name, and you see the location. The location pops up as Eldrithian, and the name that pops up is Yenris, Sage Shadow.
And where did he say they are?
Eldrithian.
Does it say what is due?
Let's see. Soul.
Sounds good. Oh. Do I know if I'm able to write back on the list, or is it just a one-way?
One way.
One way? Okay, great. I'll just do something else. Okay. And look, another name added. I scroll it back up again.
The two of you walk into the library. Still probably within that hour. You two walk in, and the first thing you're going to notice is a swarm of tiny flums off in a corner of the library.
Clumps are so cute and all kind of look like hope.
Yeah, very convenient where they are. Garth marches right up to the swarm. Actually, no, Garth doesn't walk up to them. Garth falls back into his shadow and appears on the other side of the swarm.
How does the mimic react? Because the baby mimic's here as well.
Nom.
Are you scaring my son on day one?
Your mimic,
Don't come by me and my son ever again.
your mimic seeing this, like, shivers a moment and tries to go to one of the flumps away from this.
All of the flumps just collect around like a little safety circle around the mimic.
So cute.
Garth, seeing all of the flumps, hopes. Wait, are you all hope or one of you hope?
Or are you all tiny pieces of hope?
That too. Garth points.
One of the flumps kind of strays away from the rest to a nearby table where there is some parchment and a little bit of like a little pen or something, because I imagine that's probably some lying around.
Yep.
Grabs it with some tentacles and very slowly writes consent ?
Was that
Garth
to
nods.
both of us? Yeah, okay.
You get the image in your mind of Hope casting this spell on themselves.
Garth goes on the other side, sits like by Hope, with like where Malea's on one side, Garth, and then Hope. And Garth pulls out Amir's journal and starts flipping through it, and then gets to a specific section, and Garth like looks at it for a little bit. I'm gonna wait till Hope is back, but I think there's a band-aid I want to pull off a little earlier. Malay, is it?
Melier, yeah.
Melier, sorry. Melier. Okay.
Lots of vowels, I know.
If I were to tell Hope that their friend isn't as nice as they seemed, is that a bad thing?
Oh, I think it's all in the delivery. I think it's also a different thing to tell them what your knowledge and opinion is versus telling them what they should think. Knowledge is power. I think it would be more cruel to not let them know if you know something that you think would be helpful in that moment. And wouldn't... I don't think you letting them know harms you, no, because that is the only other variable that would change that.
Garth, like, nods, and then, they, similar to how Amir would pull behind their ear and flick out, like a photograph, like in Code Thoughts, but instead, Garth, takes basically a finger on the back of their skull and pulls, and this thread of shadow looking almost like ink for a moment appears and wraps, and Garth uses Encode Thoughts, and hovering in Garth's hand is this. It looks almost like a serpent of ink. It is almost like a symbiotic, like tangible shadow that is a memory. And as Garth holds their hand out, it slowly floats to the collective for them to accept or refuse at their own leisure.
You give them context to what this is, because just a mystery thing to accept or not is a little...
I think Garth would just say out loud, this is really Amir. This is as transparent as I think this can be. if you don't want to know everything about Amir. It's not everything, but it's the things that I think you should know when deciding how you feel about them. I have my own opinion on that, and Melier brought up a very good point of I should let you decide. So this is just one memory that I think will tell you as much as you need to know about Amir.
One of the flumps flips over, and as this memory circles over the tendrils, all of the flumps come together and hope reforms with this memory sitting in her hand.
Oh.
Why?
Why what? Why am I giving you the memory, or why do I want you to know?
Yes.
Fair enough. Because the
Same
whole
thing.
time... I mean, I guess, but the whole time I was explaining the situation, in all of my memories, Hope, you are a being that gives off tangible energy of emotion, and I felt a distinct lack of that, which isn't a bad thing. It's you feel what you feel, and I think this will either help you make a decision on your own, or will it'll make your next conversation, if Amir grabs the wheel, much more straightforward.
You remember How.
Yes?
You remember how he was around us. How he thought us weak.
Yeah.
You remember Amir. You remember how he thought us too much. Everything was too much.
Yeah.
You give me this so that I know what Amir thought.
I think he gives you this to give you the choice if you would like to know.
I already know. Amir and How both thought I am too different, too far from their normal. I am not stupid. I always knew. But despite that, they were kind. Sometimes. I have traveled far since becoming. And I have been alone. Alone is hard for someone who has never been alone. Hardest thing is alone. Will this make me feel alone?
Garth sits and thinks for a moment as they slowly stand now, because originally they were sitting the book. Maybe. But at no point this is a band-aid I think I want to pull off. You're not alone. And for a lot of the traveling, at least for as far as I can remember, you have not been alone. But around whatever this is, both How and Amir were aware of the fact that you traded one hive mind for another. And that's not fair to you.
You say it like not my choice. You are just like them. You think I am weak. I will crush the strand in my hand.
Melee fully applauds. Which would seem counteractive to our friend Garth, but I feel like...
You think I am weak. You can think what you like. I will be kind.
I think Garth doesn't say anything, just the shadow picks up the things and puts them into Garth's bag. Garth puts their hands in their pockets and just walks out of the room. And I think the shadow lingers, standing at the end of the hallway, and just slowly follows.
Are you alright, Hope? Last thing I wish is for you to continue to feel alone, or would you like me to leave? Stay or leave, I know I am a stranger to you. But that was just a lot.
I think I finally understand the word tired.
Emotionally, that is. Mentally, but maybe not physically. I can relate to that. Would you like to rest?
I think I will sit and talk to my new friend. And I will pick up the little mimic.
Cute.
And
Melly is instantly distracted as you bring up the mimic. Instant distraction.
Like the baby. Yeah, and then if Melie is willing, we'll head back to the room.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my shoulder just crunched. I'm like, damn. All right.
I think Melie is going to basically open once we get back to the room. is going to open a compartment that she has in her chest and will just begin to doodle in it. Doodle in like a notebook that she brings out. And it's not... It is kind of her diary, but what is depictive isn't what happened, it is what could potentially happen next, her theories. The fascination in analyzing these people and their complexity. And as she's doing this, she tries to stay aware that as interesting as this is, to analyze people and how they interact, they are still people. And to not distance herself too much from that. I think she would also like to talk to Garth if that's okay, but I don't know if I don't think Garth came back to the room, so...
Garth did not.
If allowed by our GM, I think I have sending prepared. Let me double check that.
Go for it.
Let me double check that, because I don't want to lie. If that is not something I have. Oh shit. Okay, wait a sec.
Man, you need a long rest. Y'all need to sleep.
I mean, do we?
Well, yeah, we do. But...
This whole time, Dierdre is just like, this trance is taking so weirdly long, but the clock hands are not moving.
Oh, I do have it.
You know, like,
I was like, I know it has to be here.
I just want my juice and crackers.
Dierdre has never slept in a room alone before. So I feel like they would have pulled out the mirror and put it like to their chest and asked it to read her a story that her mom used to tell her.
Can I ask what?
You don't have to actually say a story. I'm not gonna make you read me a story, Drew.
No. But what kind of story are you feeling? Because you know your mom.
I feel like Dierdre is not conscious enough to like really specify, so it really is just like, I want to hear a story my mom used to tell me, and that's it.
Okay.
Like just she wants to, like, because the way the mirror works, like she just wants to hear it again, I guess.
Okay.
Or for it to read her a story that she has heard before.
As you're doing this, you actually hear the mirror, the voice in the mirror switches. And for the first time in a long time, you hear the voice of your mother telling you a story. You hear the story of how there was once a small girl who came from origins very small and was lonely. And the mother had seen this and didn't want her daughter to feel lonely anymore. So she goes out to the garden and finds a hare. This hare had been eating her carrots. She took this hare and awakened it. She named it and then brought it over to her daughter. Harengun was the name. Never again would her daughter ever feel alone. And the continuation of the story goes.
Fuck you.
Did you have sending prepared, Melier?
I did. I had to.
You're just casually making us sad, you know?
I love that Drew genuinely thought that the best birthday present for Jen was to just emotionally damage her.
Yeah.
Feels is the best birthday present. One could
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a little like like a descriptive encyclopedia story. Just kidding. Emotional damage. That's what I ordered today.
Incredible. It's fine.
I will forever be more descriptive in my requests.
The mask hides the tears. It's fine.
Slowly just
Yeah,
do
I'm not
mascara,
crying.
calm
You're
down.
crying. Yeah.
Mascara starts.
Oh, I wear waterproof. You best believe I'm a fucking teary bitch. You know, I come
Fury bitch,
prepared.
and I don't wear waterproof, which I should really stop doing. Okay. Guess I'm casting sending. I guess that is a thing. I am casting. Wait, how many words is sending? You would think after looking for sending for so long, I would remember that.
I have sending
25 words. Okay.
I can count.
So, what I'm gonna do is give you time to think about these 25 words and make them very good.
Okay.
And
Break
we're gonna
time.
take a break real quick, but we'll be back in 15 minutes. Gotta go let my partner in the house, you know.
No, just lock them out forever.
No. I would never, partner. I would never. Anyway.
You gotta say that because otherwise I'll tattle on you.
You will.
I'm telling.
Basically.
I'm never gonna get my apple juice if you don't let your partner in.
On that note, we will be back in 15 minutes, so see you soon.
Bye.
Hey, everybody.
We're back.
He lied alone.
Hey, everybody. How you doing? Hope you enjoyed the show so far. It's real good. Like, Jakey's over there eating cold ravioli, and we're just having
Yeah,
a
I
good
am.
old time. Yeah. All right, back to the sad stuff.
Everyone hydrate after the tears they shed.
Oh, goodness gracious. Everyone's skin looks so healthy today. Thanks. It's very not cannibalistic of you to say. All
It's
right.
totally just-
So
Everyone's glowing.
we're
Everyone's
just
glowing. It's
simply
totally not because of my ring light.
Oh my god.
Zaddy coming in, just completely derailing the GM. Incredible.
All right, Melier,
I mean-
you got sending. You got 25 words.
Yes.
What you doing with that?
The message you get.
Yeah, this is truly what you signed up with your Prime subs.
100%.
I am sorry that it did not go as expected, but such events, conversations are important either way. Are you well? Answer if you please.
From in another rented room in the little inn.
True.
Oh, Garth's not saying that.
Okay. I was like, from
No,
another
Jesus.
rented room in
No.
like very cryptic.
No, from another room, Garth is sitting cross-legged with their book in front of them. And Garth kind of sits up a little bit, hears the message, and smiles, flipping to another page in their book. And the message they respond with is, It might not have been as expected, but I learned what I needed to. I'm doing well. And Garth flips to the next page, their shadow across the room to a stand-up mirror. In the shadow going under the mirror, in the mirror is the reflection, which usually shows another one of the souls in the body. There it shows Amir, who is currently being punctured by several large shadowy needles, but he's completely withstanding this. And Garth just looks at him, and Amir looks pissed. And Garth just goes back to flipping through his book.
So at this point in time, all of you get a long rest.
Give me 5 minutes. I'm gonna prepare my spells, Joe.
And the day starts anew. Melia, you've been given a name and a location. You are all inside of the guild hall, and decisions can be made today.
I suppose. What is everyone's to-do list? Goals, if any.
Are we all together at this point?
It's up to y'all.
I assume so. If not, I retract everything I just said.
I know Dierdre's in the room.
You're alone. Just alone in the middle of the hallway.
I'm prepping. I'm prepping. This is a practice.
I know Dierdre's in the room. I don't know if Hope went back to the room.
Yeah, I went back to the room.
And so the only person...
the only person who isn't there is Garth. I spent the rest of the evening / night trying to get my mimic to go to sleep. I probably berated my mimic as well.
Did the mimic just eat the blanket?
Okay.
So it's like a little...
It just became a blanket. Just became a little napkin.
Oh! Adorable.
It's too small to become a blanket. It just becomes a napkin.
So cute. Okay.
It becomes a little handkerchief.
A little bandana you could wear, babushka?
Babushka. Too small. Too small for that. His bandana for Chihuahua.
A little pocket square. He's a little pocket square now. At some point during, the bonding process, I will probably gently probe at its thoughts to try and obtain consent.
Okay.
Has to open a line to even have a conversation, which is fair.
Yeah.
The mimic randomly gets a mental text. Hey, WYD? You up?
You want to eat is the real question. You hungry?
Got cam? ASL?
One ripple means yes, 2 means no. Like the body ripple.
The classic, not the brave. You can respond to this message.
You probe into the mind of this mimic. It is very... I think the word I'm looking for is rudimentary. It's
primal.
Primal, yeah, would be the better word for it. It has no inner monologue. It is just a creature at the end of the day. It, however, can share ideas. So, for instance, hungry or curious.
Okay. I will begin. I know this is going to take a long time to teach it, but I will begin teaching it how to communicate its needs and wants with me.
Okay.
And also try and identify its sense of self and what it would like to be called. Like I say, I imagine this is going to take some time. days, weeks.
Yep.
But that is a thing that I am actively doing in my downtime.
Perfect.
My sweet baby boy.
Sweet baby mimic.
I'm so sorry for what I might do later, guys. Okay.
That's
That wasn't menacing at all.
That had energy of Lord forgive me for what I'm about to do, but also menacing.
I'm sorry.
If you touch my son,
No,
I
I'm
will
not.
end you.
Do you realize how much of a softie I am that I literally had to build it into my character because I do not have it in me?
Hey, look, I built a lot of myself into Hope, and today I just hit the self-destruct button on all of that, so we're fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I guess it's just us three because
Yep.
Garth is elsewhere right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Dra?
So it would be.
What? What?
Oh, it's Dierdre, Melie, and Hope in a room. I just asked, did you rest well, Dierdre?
Oh, I actually missed most of that, so I didn't hear.
I only pictured was like
I just heard "raw," and then I was like,
Yeah.
I feel like I caught the end of you saying something to me, and then was like,
I just wasn't sure either. I'm like, does she need that repeated? Does she... Was that a character reaction? Like,
Amazing.
character direction.
No.
What? Huh?
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think my computer froze for a second there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing great. It's a new morning.
Feeling better, Hope?
Huh?
Feeling better?
Oh, I am fine. How are you?
Well, curious, but that seems to be a default.
Are you fine as in you need a party for one, or like you're fine as in you're doing
truly
okay?
fine. I'm doing okay. I appreciate the clarification question, though.
I'm party for one, I swear to God.
It seems that Garth got a different room.
That's fair.
Oh.
They don't really know us, so well, they
Well, I don't
know
really
us,
know
but
you
they
either.
yeah. But if anything, it should have been more uncomfortable for me to have people in here that I didn't know because I was actually resting. This is very
Yeah.
weird.
How does how does that work?
And being an elf and trancing.
Just trancing in general.
Well, you kind of just you meditate for
I know, but I guess let me ask a more refined question. How does it feel?
It's helpful. I think a lot of the time, most other people aren't given the opportunity to really think through what's going on. So if you're left alone for a few hours with nothing but your thoughts, all you can do is go through everything, right? So sometimes I do if something happened during the day, I can really think about it. Or I can compose music, or I can write a story. It's helpful.
That different in some aspects. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for answering.
You're quite welcome. I'm happy to answer any questions about totally normal elves, like me, an elf.
The temptation to cast Zone of Truth is there. I'm not going to do it.
It is I, a totally normal elf.
I guess Garth is late to the party. I guess what are your guys' goals should you wish to share? To-do list?
Well, I have to help these two folks because it seems like they have things they need to do, and that's what I want to do.
There are people here who want to talk to me.
Is it the Dragonborn from... Oh, yes.
Oh, I guess, Dierdre, you need to eat, correct? Is that something you want to do now, later? Because I remember, Hope, you said that you don't need to eat. Making sure.
Oh, yes, I require sustenance. But, I mean, I can just eat these flowers if necessary. But they are, like, pretty.
I
Just, like, opens up the bag again and just, like, like, flowers again.
I mean, I see no reason if you would rather not eat flowers for you to do so, but if you would rather eat the flowers, go for it. Just make sure, are the flowers, like, edible flowers? Am I afraid that you're just gonna poison? We're good? Okay.
Should be good.
Like, I have to ask. Some things will at least give you a tummy ache, like...
It's true.
I've eaten worse things.
Okay. Okay, well, that's up to you. I was just asking to attempt to be considerate.
It is appreciated.
Different than yours.
No, it's appreciated. Yeah, I guess, like, you said you had to track some people down.
Yes. At some point, I will need to head to Eldrithian? I can't pronounce what I just wrote. Eldrithian.
It's for you to figure out. You're not from this plane.
Eldrithian. Okay, Eldrithian. I think it's also me, as someone who's bilingual, having a moment of wait. Which pronunciation do I go with?
Yeah, I probably not going to be too much help on that regard. Because I don't think I've been to Eldrithian or Eldrithon or
I think
Eldritch Blast or whatever that place is. I don't know.
Do you know the name of a spell? An actual name?
Yes.
It would be good for me to at least it's Steve. Steve is calling. One moment. We had to pause everything. We had to answer Steve's call. I think it would be wise for me to perhaps find and procure a map in general.
Imagine they probably have one here.
They do. I would hope so. And then
Hope you would actively know there in the main observatory there is a large world map.
Yeah. And then go on from there. I do not know what your other friend needs to accomplish either. Nor do I wish to waylay everyone for my sake, as I was not given a timeline.
I think that is for them to decide.
Correct.
Did something happen last night? Like, I'm just I'm picking up very weird vibes right now, honestly. See, this is why it is such a pain to be a normal elf and to have to trance when no one else around you sleeps.
I mean,
to be blessed with such a long life, but to have to sleep when no one else does is truly my cross to bear.
I mean,
wait, Christian Jesus is in this world? Because the cross to bear, that's where that comes from.
No, the crucifixes are just a thing.
I mean,
the
they
Christian
are, but
Jesus
cross
is
to
an
bear refers to as
archfey.
Jesus carrying his own cross. His cross to bear.
Listen.
punishment,
An
maybe.
archfey warlock patron is the Christian Jesus. It's confirmed.
Confirmed. With those luscious locks, it has to be.
Oh my god, it's Jesus.
It's Jesus.
I would like to make a note that Jesus does not exist in this world and never will.
Yeah, he exists in the Feywild, obviously.
I can't speak him into existence, Drew. How dare you?
Okay. Okay, so
Thank you, Zaddy.
on this one. Okay, so Jesus doesn't exist, but crucifixions are not just a Jesus thing.
No.
Oh no, I know, but I'm saying like the cross bear like
I'm
comes with
just
the
saying,
punishing
No,
of like.
that's like people would
But
carry their own crosses.
True.
That's just a
True.
thing.
Jesus was the only one who
exist
ever
in
did
this world?
that.
I know, but I'm pretty sure like that wasn't like a phrase until that was like introduced because like.
Were you there when the Christian Jesus left the Feywild
Were you
for the
there
first time?
when they nailed him to the cross? Were you there?
I'm getting flashbacks.
Drew.
Flashbacks.
Yeah, were you there when the Christian Jesus descended from the Feywild?
Can we get the Law Master's take on this? Crucifixions, yes or no?
Wave, where are you?
Glaive. Glaive's just like, I'm out.
There has
No.
to be something similar. Like, as someone who has done research on methods of torture,
See, the thing is, this is the second time this week that the Christian Jesus has come up in a D&D game for me, and the first time it was not me.
I'd have
And
two
now it's
nickels,
you, now
which isn't a
you're-
lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
What's Garth
Answer
doing?
your question.
What's
Yeah.
Garth doing?
I really just did say, like, I don't know what's
Yeah,
going
just answer
on.
the question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's answer the actual question.
What's Garth doing?
Yeah.
Garth is just in like the common space, like by the bar, like wherever breakfast stuff is, and he's currently sipping on a very like dark brew of coffee he's made himself. He has some coffee beans, and he's just sitting there sipping. Little fancy press in front of him, and yeah, that's it. That's all he's. That's his morning.
Fair enough.
That's it.
That's it.
He just went down for breakfast, and he was like, if everybody comes down for breakfast or not, you know.
Cut back to the room. For crucifixions.
Why did we start talking about this?
As far as conversations, I think there was one had last night that was perhaps not the most tactful, but that is not, the details is not for me to share.
I think Hope at this point just kind of turns around and looks at you with that. You think? You were there.
Listen.
Were you there?
Because I do not know if
God damn it, Jakey.
I think more was meant to reference her feelings on conclusion of it not being tactfully done, not necessarily of like the conversation as a theoretical.
Listen, I feel like I really just stepped in it at the moment, and like, this is great that you guys are having. I'm gonna go, and just like backs out of the room.
I guess. Hope, would you like an apology?
You do not need to. How exactly should I phrase this? You do not need to be precious for me.
I suppose I was not intending to be precious for you in the sense of thinking you were lesser than. More, I treat knowing things as precious, thus the opportunity of knowing something seemed like something worth sharing. That made, if I said that correctly.
Acceptable. We should find the others.
I'm at like the top of the staircase looking for Garth in like the crowd somewhere. You're purple tiefling, so I'm assuming easy.
Yeah,
maybe?
Garth's not really hidden or anything. He's just kind of
The
sitting.
waxed head, shaven.
I'm the
shining in
cast.
the light.
Are you within 120 feet? Is that accurate?
I'm assuming so. If that's where, like, from the base of the stairs where everyone would have breakfast and stuff. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm the cast. My mom told me to tell you. Hey, you want some company this morning? You can reply to this message.
Sure. I'm just sitting, having coffee.
I don't know what that is.
Just...
Do you send that as a message, or do you just say that out loud?
Yeah, I'm a cast. My mom told me to tell you again.
I don't understand what that is, but I hope it's delicious. You can reply to this message.
It is. You can try some if you'd like. Thank you for letting me reply to this message.
Gonna cast. My mom told me to tell you. You're welcome. You can reply to this message.
How many? Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's just message.
cantrip.
That's the answer.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah,
No,
just
that was
casting
me as a
third
person
level
who
sending
doesn't
just
have
for this.
Yeah, no, that was me as
Do you
someone
know
who
how
does
many
not
words
have
are in a sending spell? 25. How much did she send me? 3. What a waste.
Quite literally, this is me as someone who does not have message, being like,
Oh,
"Wait,
no,
you
no, no.
wasting spells."
No, I have that spell. It's Mom, can you pick me up? I'm scared. That's what it's called.
Also, after Garth says, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for letting me reply to this message. Then casts message. By the way, I can also do this. You can reply to this message.
Neat. That's it. That's it.
I will
By
try
this
to
point,
go.
we're behind you on the stairs.
Yeah. The thing is though, the material component for this is like a copper wire, so it's just me at the top of the stairs going like this.
Do not have a focus. Wow.
I do. I have an instrument, but it's a little bit awkward to be just like.
Just trying to
Just,
bend the
hey,
wire.
everybody, this is Wonderwall.
What's your instrument? One more time.
I have a lute, and then I also have the concertina.
Concertina. Can you remind me what that is again?
It's like a tiny accordion-like thing. Like it's just like hand size, like this, as opposed to like big.
Awesome. I would like to also have you have another instrument that's a very tiny guitar with one copper string on it.
Oh, can it be a violin instead so you
Yeah.
play the world's tiniest violin?
Yes, there you go.
This is the one I used to cast
banjo.
message. This is the one you used to cast message. Is the one with the copper
Just,
string.
just no ukuleles, please.
I know ukuleles.
Wow.
I want it to be a banjo.
Okay. Wow.
No.
This feels personally targeted.
I will add
dare
that to
you.
my equipment.
Ugh.
I will add that to my equipment. A tiny copper guitar.
Love it. So the rest of you are at the bottom of the stairs. And you see good old Garth sitting over there enjoying some coffee. Elsewhere inside this tavern, you see, hope you'd see a couple familiar faces. You see Aldrich and Funresh. Gibby's running around frantically as per usual. And then up at the top, Dierdre, you would see Sundrop doing another painting.
Like to do something. I would like to cast Detect Evil and Good.
Okay.
And it's centered on me, so I can just walk up
Okay.
and just see what's around.
Let's see.
I know it's not going to be perfect, but
Let me take a gander at the spell real quick. All right, for the duration.
I forgot to refresh 1 moment. I did a long race, and then I'll do the spell. Oh my god, we're making progress. Okay, and then I used 1 spell slot. Just curious.
Gotcha.
Amelia
Okay.
is curious.
Yeah, no. Within your general vicinity, I assume you're all making your way up to the bar. You're not really sensing aberrations, celestials, elementals. Directly next to you, you pick up Fae when looking at Dierdre. And also
Totally normal elf.
And, yeah, over top of her head, totally normal elf, and then in like a little asterisk, fake.
Not.
Amelia just had to confirm, okay?
No, I'm actually a fiend, thanks.
And then
Yeah.
you also pick up Undead by Garth.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay. Anything that has been consecrated or desecrated while we're at it, because I spent the spell slot. Nope. Okay, I'm done. That's all I wanted to do.
Perfect.
We've been doing great.
Dierdre, as you make your way over to the bar, you see Gibby running back out of the room, has a plate, and slaps it down on the bar. On here, you see some like roasted tomatoes, some mushrooms, a little bit of toast, and some egg. You know, nice little breakfast. Slaps it down and is like, yeah, here you go. This will be for you, because I think you're the only one that eats. Right? Haha. Okay, I gotta go. And you see Gibby skitter back off. Very frantic, neurotic energy.
Thank you.
As you're sitting there, you see a small cup slide over with no one touching the cup. And you see a couple of coins inside the cup. And the cup slowly spins and it says tip.
Tip jar.
Is this the mimic? Can I just do it?
My boy is learning.
Is
That's
this
so smart?
Can I do like a perception check or something on this cup? This is very weird to me. Also, I don't really know about tipping. That's not a thing that they do in normal elf society where I live.
Because everyone's paid a fair living wage.
Yeah, because everyone's paid a fair living
Good
wage.
question, Drew. Do they tip the soul and seller in? This is a very good question.
You can.
You can, but it's not required. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like. Okay.
Roll an insight. Melier.
Oh.
Because you'd be seeing this too.
Do you want me to roll perception or insight or?
Roll an insight.
That is a 15.
13.
Perfect. So for Melier, you're looking at this tip cup that just got magically pushed over. And you're like, as someone who works in a tavern yourself, you're like, that's a little aggressive, but all right. And then for Dierdre, there's not a lot of coins in this cup. And you don't necessarily feel like persuaded to put anything in, but it is there. And it's just like, hey, we accept it. It's kind of like when you buy a pair of shoes and it's like, would you like to tip? I'm like, no, I just bought shoes.
You want to tip me for you putting your own shoes on?
That kind of vibe.
Okay.
That's up to you if you would like to tip. Very direct method of asking, but
I don't know what that is. So I'm just gonna just leave it. Like, I barely understand what money is. For me to understand what tipping culture is like just that's like 10 levels up from where I am right now, you know?
Fair and reasonable.
Yeah, I guess I'll just pick at my food.
You got your little plate of food. Hope, what are you off doing?
I'm not off anywhere. I'm gonna come and sit with everyone else.
Okay.
Wait a second, am I the only one eating at the table? No, my worst nightmare.
Garth has food in front of him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like he's munching. He's got like little plates of just like random kind of whatever.
Cheese and sausage.
Probably like, yeah, whatever. Like I guess like because where we are, I don't remember exactly what like region the observatory is in. I don't know why that word escaped me. But Garth would be just like sampling like whatever little dishes and stuff from that, and just has like a lot of little food in front of him. He's just munching with his little coffee press.
So if you're sampling of this region, it's very elvish in the food choices that are offered. There's a lot of vegetables. There is fish that's offered for breakfast, egg, things like that. Most notably would be these large grilled mushrooms.
Heck yeah, Garth munching.
Munch.
Yeah, I will take a seat. I will kind of look over at Garth and smile.
Hope, do you want to like know what these taste like?
Not today. But thank you.
You're welcome.
wait, you can know what they taste like? Like looking at Hope like in awe. Like literally just like,
Well, it's more that I eat it and then I just like open my thoughts up. And that's kind of like tasting it. I think.
Sort
Does that
of.
work? I'm not sure if it actually works. It's just
sort of. Amir helped with the
memory tasty thing. I figure
yeah.
like maybe if it's happening at the same time, like if you can like read my thoughts like while I'm eating it, then like that'll maybe work.
Garth.
Yeah.
I have 3 questions.
Okay.
Do you like fruit?
Depends on the fruit.
Do you know what you want next?
For food or for just generally?
For next steps from here.
Not fully, but I'm gonna try and figure that out, kind of as we go.
Okay.
Someone's massive has gotten loose in the tavern.
Lucky.
you were gonna say it's the mimicking the sound.
And the third question?
This is me. This is out of character. This is me completely blanking on the third question. This is not Hope. Oh,
Or get distracted by more food being brought to the
I
table.
no, I remember now.
Garth does one of those. I'll take that.
It's like some roasted leeks.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Someone in the back was like, "Fuck you, leeks." Roasted.
So many leeks.
Roasted.
Yeah, it's actually a bard that works in the back.
Vicious mockery, vicious mockery, vicious mockery. They said I couldn't do it in culinary school. Well, look who's laughing now, mother.
It's not the leeks; they're crying. I would be a spring onion.
Someone has to keep the plants on the leeks.
Oh, to be a spring onion. God damn it. Very good. Very good.
You ever just say things and
All the time.
all the time?
I only wish for gentle chiving, you know?
Chiving. Very good. Very good.
That's great.
I almost forgot the question again then. Come on, guys. Give us five.
You're doing great, guys.
Would you consider teaching me?
Teaching you what?
Magic.
Garth has a very furrowed brow based on like the night prior's events, and just like really inspects Hope's face. Why?
You have ability that I want. Nobody else here can do that. And I think now I trust you to be clear about it if you did teach me. But you can't say no.
Yeah, okay. Garth like puts his feet up on the table and just like keeps sipping. And like from behind the cup, just like does the whole like, no, I am a very cruel and rigorous teacher. So when you learn the ways of my magic, their shadow in the background goes like, ooh. That it will be.
Is that the only way you learn magic?
What, the cruel and rigorous work?
Yeah.
God, no. 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 There are so many ways to get magic. You can get it through your blood. You can get it through blood packs. I mean, there's lots of different ways with involving blood. There's ways without blood, but there's also blood, sweat, and tears, which comes from studying, which comes from books. And I'm
Not just books.
Well, yeah. I mean, lots of different ways to... Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Whilst Garth is consistently and constantly talking about blood, Hope's kind of frowning, like under the table, pulls out the scimitar, cuts their hand, and just goes,
Ah! No! I said it would be hard to teach you! I brought up blood as another thing! Why?
"You said blood!"
I didn't say in the context our lesson started! But you've taken the first step. Well done, my pupil. As Garth suddenly pretends as this is part of the lesson.
Okay, are you okay? That was not... Are you okay?
I'm just gonna flick my hand. I'll take the damage, obviously, because I did just cut 2. Thank you. But with my... Oh, okay. For some reason I have temp HP. It's been a hot second since we took any damage. There we go. Flick my hand and like the rubbery, flumpy skin just heals over. But
Also, this is Melier being so blind to what she she was worried about Hope, but her curiosity also went, what color was Hope's blood?
Yeah, what color? That was my thought as well. I was like, what color is Hope's blood?
I was like, Melier's just like, observe? Interesting.
Hey Drew, pick a color on the color wheel. Let's go. What color is Hope's
what
blood?
color is Hope's blood?
To me, it gives blue vibes, but that's just me.
Blue.
Thinking like
Blue. Okay. From this art that Rat Zaddy's Rats painted for me, which shade of blue are we going for?
That kind of like ultramarine blue.
I like this one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very good, very good, very good.
I know colors.
Shapes and colors. A kaleidoscope? That won't distract me. Shapes and colors. Anyway.
I'd be weary about using blood for magic, but
Yeah, no,
that can potentially bind you to other beings, which they might not be as kind as others when asking for consent to do so. So I would make sure you trust whoever you offer that to.
also you gotta make sure they're not sick, because like
That too. Contagious
Yeah.
diseases.
yeah,
Oh,
not good.
not fun.
Yeah, I'm not very good at making potions, so can't help you there.
Yeah, no, aside from the first lesson, of course, my pupil, Garth says now, like sitting back.
Melee
Yeah,
rolls
there's
her eyes at me.
no more blood
rolls
magic.
the non-existent eyes, which doesn't really.
No, from here on out, when you wanna learn, you let me know, and we can. Yeah, I have a general feeling of what you might be hoping to learn. Hope. But yeah. Ooh, shrimp. As grabs from like another like plate that walked by and just like.
Is Gibby around?
Yeah.
I keep hearing Gibby. Just falls to the ceiling. That's all I can hear.
You just hear little
Oh, I
patters
can't
all
do.
throughout, but it's a very distinctive, very quick pace, like. So yeah, Gibby is around at all times.
But Gibby's busy, right?
It appears to be, but
Okay.
you've seen Gibby now for 2 days, and Gibby never stops moving unless it's to talk to someone.
Okay.
And then he's fidgeting.
Oh, full on
Okay.
like max ADHD, just constantly has something
I felt
in
that in
their
my soul.
hand,
Same.
fidgeting.
ADHD buddies. Woo.
Yeah, in which case I will kind of try and anticipate Gibby's next sort of path through people, and I will try and stand where I think Gibby is going to be.
You just hear it very much like the oh god, I can't remember what it's called. It starts with an F, but anyways, it's the and then it's like stops in front of you. Oh, hey there. Hi.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Yeah, it's morning. Morning's good.
You yesterday you wanted me to stop and talk.
I'm gonna be real
Yes.
honest. I don't remember what I wanted to talk to you about. I do apologize. Do you remember what we were talking about to lead up to that point?
I was not talking. We got here. I was looking all over. You wanted to talk, but you were busy too.
Well, I don't remember what I was going to say, but I'll tell you this. I think you're real neat and you're real cool and your group's real awesome. I don't know. Anything I can help you with your group? I don't know. Different places. Do you need some quests? Do you need what do you need?
Right now is okay. Maybe we will find you later, or if you remember, you find us later. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
Skitters off.
Head over back to the table.
trip him. Garth whispers to himself.
I thought of that too, but I was like, wrong character.
Yeah, I just head back over to the table.
Millie, roll a perception. Or actually, you know what? Your passive perception would do well. You're looking around this bar area, and you notice there's some maps off near the telescope.
I go to the maps.
Yeah.
Do I notice like they're just like communal maps, or is this like when you go to a road stop at the side of the road, you can just grab a free map?
So there are smaller maps down on the bottom, but there is one large like map of Daucus up on the world, or up on the wall.
Up on the world.
Up on the
Wonderful, it's this large
world.
map.
Which I just realized.
Okay, so where are we? This is now the question. Where are we, and where am I supposed to be going next?
So you are currently. I wonder if I click. Nope, that's not what I want. All right. You are currently in the Eldrithian territory.
Oh, great.
And you can see a little X on the map where the Ocular Nomad Guildhall is. Off to the southwest, you see the capital city of Eldrithian. And then further southwest, you start seeing other places. So you would see the city of Elysian. You would see the towns of Sylvanbreach, of Misthaven, of Erinvire, and then Nilo up to the northeast.
Okay.
Currently, you're
am I
closest to
able-
Nilo.
Okay. This is me also trying to pull up the map and see if. Okay. So, why won't it let me zoom in?
No zooming for you. Thank you. Good day.
Okay, basically, Melia would like to overthink this and plan out the best route to go. Yeah, that's all. And if possible, if these maps are free for grab, she'll grab one of the smaller ones.
Yeah, absolutely. You can grab one of the smaller maps. It's about yay big.
Okay, perfect. I will grab the smaller map.
Yeah.
And I will head back to the group.
Perfect.
So from what I heard, I am the only person with a more concrete place that I would like to travel to. Was that agreeable for everyone else? Or not, I suppose.
Well, you're a member of the group, so I need to help people in the group.
Yes, but I just wanted to not, demand anything. that would be quite.
Yesterday you spoke about selfishness and how it was not necessarily bad.
No,
I think you need to take your own advice.
perhaps.
Garth chimes in with a mouthful of like random foods that he's just been like mixing together, and he's like, "Yeah, claim what you want, take what's yours," and he like hits a plate and like flips it.
Well,
If
you
we're
know
gonna
I
go
will
do
be
this thing,
taken.
I know, and you talked about it before, and your thing sounds interesting to do, so we should do it. And at this point, he's like standing on his chair, and his shadow's growing larger and larger and larger, and he's like, "So yeah."
Very quickly cast
Selfishness
give me
is
that
not a
to
bad
like
thing.
catch the plate so it doesn't fucking hit the floor.
Up in the rafters, you just see a fire genasi stand up. He's like, "Oh yeah, dude, claim the world, man."
Oh, it's
Very well.
them.
Thanks, Sundrop.
Yeah, you know it.
Saying hey isn't just a you know it moment. You can't just say you know it to whatever you want. And Garth sits down with his arms crossed. Yeah, anyway, you should
So,
take what you want. Do your thing. I don't know.
I need to go to Eldrithian next, which is, I understand, a large city, which might be a fun experience for all of us who have not quite experienced that. I need to collect some dues.
Will it be very loud?
I've never been there, but based on the size of the city and the map, I would assume it has a high population and thus louder than maybe what you are accustomed to.
Okay. Because as a regular elf, I have very sensitive ears.
Once again, I lament that my character cannot blink.
The top that's like it still says Faye.
It still says Faye, and how long does it last? It probably just like
think it's an
as
hour.
you radiate the feeling of Faye.
I see.
It's like there's like a text box coming over top of Dierdre, totally normal elf, and then just like in little brackets is actually Faye. Like,
Yeah.
10 minutes. 10 minutes would have been the
10
thing.
minutes,
So that
yeah,
is now
it's
gone.
okay.
Yeah. So, yes, I had to collect some dues there.
Deirdre.
And I suppose,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, no, you're good.
Deirdre, can you roll a history real quick?
Yeah, sure. I can.
Yeah, love history, love hearing about it. 8.
8?
Mm-hmm.
The digital dice really hate.
Yeah, I just roll really well with like one of my other characters that I'm running at the moment, so Dierdre just
Oh.
gets the shit sick.
Just balance to the universe.
Karma
That's
Yeah.
dice,
fair.
you know?
I do well on performance and persuasion and not much else. She's very very
Can you
focused.
cast guidance on yourself? I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure.
know guidance.
I
Oh,
can
wait,
guess.
help it.
Yeah, I'll guide it.
I'm remembering everyone's abilities.
Please let it be a 1.
Also, I can't cast like bardic inspiration on myself either, so it's like
It's a 2, baby.
it's solid
With a
10.
Okay, with a 10, that's feasible. You recognize, looking at the map, that all of these named places in the southeast and west of the Eldrithian territory are all Elvish. Notably,
My culture.
notably, for Eldrithian, you're pretty sure that Eldrithian means Emerald Star.
I guess I will relay that information.
Does that peak? No, I'm clueless. I'm not from here. Never mind. I was like, does that peak anything for me? But I am
Wait.
technically proficient in history. So.
The Eldrithian, is that like on the same island that I started on when I came here?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think so. No, it wasn't.
Because I was pretty sure I was like because it's the southeast island, right?
The largest, the subcontinent there, yeah.
Yeah, because I started. Yeah, because I started on that island.
Perfect. And in that case, yes. You may have already been to Eldrithian. In fact, if you've been on this subcontinent before, most likely you would have passed through here. It's called the Emerald Star since you've been there, most notably for the emerald green topped domed buildings that are all around this area. And it actively has the Yper River that runs straight through the capital city, right down the middle. It's absolutely stunning. It's very much an amalgamation of different races, but primarily high elves are the ones that are in charge of this area.
I was joking before when I said I'd never heard of it. Apparently I've been there.
Took a moment. I show you the map, and then you realize, oh yeah, that place.
I
You
thought
just
you
flip
meant
the
the
map
other.
upside down, and then Dierdre goes,
Oh, that place. I thought you meant like the other place. Like,
To be fair,
so
though,
sorry.
for you, the city of Elysian was a cooler place to you. That's where the wood elves are. Which would make sense because
Based on like where we discussed that I started, I would have been on the opposite side of the desert than Eldrithian.
on the very top.
Yeah. So I've never been there, but I do know what it is.
You've heard about it.
Yeah. I just know the desert, which I hated. So.
Not a great place to be.
Yeah, the Eldrithian desert. If we're going to a city, I didn't think the desert counted as that. So.
Quick question. Just because I finally was able to zoom in on the map, where the heck is that?
Bottom right corner, it is the subcontinent down there. Off to the southeast.
Okay. There it is. Thank you. I was very confused. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where I need to head. And yeah, collect some dues. Is there if I check my list, is there anyone else who's in that city that I can like hit two birds with one stone, or is it just that one person?
Taking a better look at it.
Gotta ask.
There, in fact, is. There is another name in there, Magella Samarath.
Okay.
And Xandar is listed as the reclamation.
Which is
Xandar.
Okay. Do I know if that means it has to be already Xandar's? If I take the equivalent in gold, it's fine.
Equivalent in gold works too. Someone skipped out on their tab. From what it sounds like.
How much is it, out of curiosity?
List over 113 Xandar.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's not a little bit, especially once you convert that to gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Why does my pen not want to
Drew, question: have we been down here for an hour?
Yeah.
When it hits around the hour mark, Garth for a moment, that kind of similar, not as much as when he like exhaled out the window, but there's a brief moment where his like out of his eyes, ears, and mouth, this like black smoke comes out, and he just kind of like twitches for a bit, and then it fades into his shadow, and then he just shakes it off.
Do you need to get that checked out?
Oh no, we're just kind of chilling, so I'm just doing stuff.
Just exhaling out.
Yeah.
Deep breathing exercises, a classic elven technique.
Jesus.
No, just whenever we can take a breather, I just like to rest. You know?
Does it always go to the other one?
Usually just so I don't have to hold on to it all, because sometimes if I hold on to it is when it gets bleh territory.
Oh. Okay. I thought it was... It doesn't matter.
It does. Now I want to hear, what were you going to say?
Oh, I thought maybe the... was part of the other.
Oh.
That was feeding it.
Kinda. I mean, that's not fully wrong. Like, it is kind of feeding them, but it's...
Because you said that is dead Garth. So I thought... if
me
this
and not me.
If this is...
Connected.
Because you were... dying, that is leftover.
I mean, yeah, kinda.
Hope, as you're looking at Garth and having this discussion, something catches the corner of your eye walking out of the tavern. There is a elf walking out, and
Wait, an elf or an elf?
An elf walking out,
Okay.
very
in
much
appearance.
like very lavender skinned, walking out with a very familiar looking mask on the hip. They exit outside.
I don't think Hope even says a word, just immediately gets up from the table and runs after them.
I go after Hope, I guess.
I'm sorry, it's just both Luna and Jen just going.
Like,
very
oh,
good.
there they go.
Yeah, I always suss out fellow elves in the tavern. Because if I have to talk to them...
You start moving and running Hope with Dierdre and Melier in tow. Garth, are you following as well?
Garth kind of looks after them, looks at the stuff on the plate. Yeah, okay. And falls back, and he's gonna Misty Step and follow.
You run outside Hope, and the person's just casually walking. And as you do, what are you doing?
I would like to... So based on what I know of who I think this is the build right? Is the, looking at them from behind, is everything the right proportion?
Looks very similar.
I would like to try and get in front of them to see if they recognize my face on sight.
You jump in front, and they kind of step back it for a second. He's like, "Can I help you? This is not how what has the mask."
Question.
Yes.
That, and I point to the mask.
Oh, yes. What about it?
Where did you get that?
Well, I got it from the church. It's where you get them all. Have you not heard of the herd?
No.
Oh. Well, Eldrithian has a church for it. You can go check it out yourself. I must go. You have a good day. And starts
You too.
walking off. And that is where we're going to end off tonight.
Oh, the herd.
I haven't heard of them before.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, hey, everyone. Thanks for coming by. We are going to be raiding over to Sam, who's playing some Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, yeah.
The Baldur Gate?
We all are.
They're baldering some gates?
Baldering
Oh my
some
God.
gates. We will catch you next time. Make sure to check out the TikTok. It's up there. You get some funny stuff. Check out the Discord because we got lots of fun times. And yeah, we love you all. And we hope we'll see you next time. Oh, yeah, goodbye.
Goodbye. I love you.